Hey guys, how do you share this? I'm trying to share. How do you share this? What should I say? I don't think you can share. What's gonna say? What's gonna say? What mom gonna say? I'm not sure. How's the lighting, guys? Head Miss Dusha, hello Phoebe, hello Varashe. Hey mommy, how are you? Varashe chira. What's gonna say? If mom gonna say, chiri mom gonna say, okay. You guys, I'm not even sure what's happening with my lighting. Can you guys see me clearly? Because it's really dark back here. On that Zikisa screen brightness yangu to save power. Hey, oh my god, my love, my likes, yes. I don't like asking for them, but every time you guys give me Indofara. How are you guys? Hello Edith, hello Edith Manjoro, Jackson Nicholas, Nelisa Chisi, Nancy Goma. Yes, I hope you guys are okay. Okay, I need you guys to tag and share this with your friends. Just share. Later on you can unshare if you don't like the notifications, but I need you guys to share. And I also need you guys to tell me if you can see me clearly. Like, are your screens bright? In that Zikisa screen brightness yangu, because I'm trying to save battery. And I like your makeup. Thank you, Nancy. Trish, David, hello Rosie. And we are here. You know why I'm here. Every time I'm going to get from your so you know I like things. So me, as your Eben Tete, is here to discuss. Hello Melody darling, how are you? Is here to discuss Nyaya Babes Odumo. Guys, so we're talking about that friend with an abusive husband, that friend with an abusive boyfriend, that friend with an abusive wife, abusive friend, abusive sister, brother. We're here to talk about it and we have to chop it up. So I need you guys to call your others, share this video, because it's one of those days where okay, we learn things. Hans, yes, you are clear. Ziona Willis, all right. Hans, and Alas Zim, you're clear. Oh, okay, thank you. Rutendo, yes, we can see clearly. We can see clearly. Jonathan, am I running? Thank you. Tsungi, we see you clearly. So great. I'm glad that you see me clearly. The thing is, I've decided to kutanga out my live angle on this page, on my page, and not on my personal wall. Personal wall, kuna mari. But the page ndokunese. So if we're able to share this video and create more viewership, even though they will watch later, but it's always good to one day so that we chop it up, right? And we're talking about, I know I was actually doing some research and stuff like that about abusers. Okay. My god, guys, so there's this video that is circulating about Babes Odumo. It actually happened on Monday morning, yes, where our babes Odumo was in, I think it looked like a hotel room with that supposed big stomach boyfriend of hers. No, that big nut case. Thank you so much. I'm selling them. Hit me up inbox or call me and then I'll get to you. I'll get you one, okay? I got different colors, I'm selling them. Anyway, we all saw that video of Babes Odumo, and very heartbreaking, I should say. Very disturbing, yeah. The first thing I saw when I saw that video, I immediately went back to that gore where she was supposedly being abused as well, and somebody came out, is it a radio DJ or one of her friends came out and spoke for her and said that yeah, she always gets beaten. I don't know why she's always being physically abused by this guy, Mampinja, that guy. And I thought, oh my God, this is an idol. There are so many people that idolize this girl. They love her, role model. They look up to her. She's this strong, courageous, brave woman who stands on top of the stage in front of thousands and thousands of people, and she dances her life away. And she's this big, confident person. To me, that's what she came across as, right? She's this big, confident person. Anzinam. Kate Masinga, can you please unblock me on Zwabane page? Thank you. Why did I block you in the first place? You must have done something stupid. I'll look into it. I'll save your, let me save your name. I'll look into it. Alright, but let's not talk about blocking and unblocking. Alright, let's talk about this story. So yeah, so this lady came across to me as this big personality, free spirit, happy woman. She has it all. She's got a thriving career. She can dance to save her life. She owns all these little things. She's got all these things. She's got designers throwing clothes at her. She can pick any car, she can buy it. I mean, she's babe, she's a celebrity, she's this big star. Not at one moment did I ever think that behind that big stardom, that courageous woman, that strong free spirit, was what was that happening. Then I stopped and I thought, this can happen to anyone. If it can happen to Tina Turner, if it can happen to Babes Odumo, and the Brenda Fassis and the Kelly Kumalas and all those people, it could happen to anyone. It could happen to my cousin. It could happen to me. Now, being a person who was once involved with a very abusive person back in the years, thank God I could smell an abuser from a mile away. I managed to get out of it. But then I started noticing, people don't walk around abuser, victim, abuser. The person who's sitting next to you could be an abuser, could be a victim. So it's like an invisible mask. You can't tell who's being abused and who's not. Right now I could be sitting in front of you people and I could be like this massive abused woman, and I could be happy and free and with a nice face and doing all these things and be happy with you guys, and I could be abused, you know. So there's no way of telling. There's look, makamana babes would mashtamperem. Musa clips is just mongo mona pa TV. Have you ever seen her shows? Like if you go on YouTube, right, you can have a whole hour of just watching her jump up and down and stuff. Not at one moment did I ever think Kuti Babes Odumo was a victim of domestic violence. Then they said it, and then I'm like, Adzano danana. Mongo zadzano rowana nyoro. Adzipi ndigwe wana rowana nyoro katanga gwa. Shut up. But then I stopped and I thought, Kuti, this statement that no tawara kuti dzano danana adzipindirwe. It's because of that sometimes we overlook and we skip some of these things. I watched that video yesterday and Babes got a weapon. Nobody deserves that. I don't care. And to my surprise, she was asking about cheating. She's like, Anzi, let me try and translate it in Shona, what I think I heard in Zulu. She said, Urgundirovere, Saka Urgundirovere, Saka Urgundirovere, notinda kubvunza neshe mahure ako, and ndizve kujairirwa. And the clap came. That's it. Urgundirovere nokutinda kubvunza neshe mahure ako, and kujairirwa. And I stopped and I thought, oh my God, this young lady, there are so many young ladies that are on Facebook that watch me every single day, that inbox me. Hi, Zwa, I like your makeup. Hi, Zwa, I like this about you. Hi, Zwa, I like this about you. Keep going, don't stop. Zwa, I like your shows. I learn a lot from your shows. I never speak of victims, physically abused, emotionally abused victims. I speak of other things. I just never focus on domestic violence. And these are the very same people that are victimized. And I said, you know what? Today we're going to talk about it. We are going to talk about domestic violence, Nation. And it starts off with identifying. My only problem with this is, I know everybody's got this big question. Why don't they leave? Emotional abuse and domestic abuse, they fall under one umbrella. But like domestic abuse, like physical abuse, why don't they leave? Why don't they leave? And remember, this has been an ongoing, the way he beats her and the way he reacts after beating her some more, you can tell this has been happening over and over again. So for her to then expose her own lover, her own monster, her own manager, her own friend, her own lover, they've been together for a very long time, and victims tend to protect their attackers. She recorded a video. She didn't record. she was live on Instagram. Because if you record a video, you're not going to delete usati waitumira. Phone you're going to kurasika andi murukurwa ka phone kantorwa kopukanyirwa ko ausisina evidence. But if it's live, thousands of people are watching this. Someone is recording, like whoever recorded that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, because to a certain extent you've helped the babes, right? Now she was live on Instagram. Kacha, you guys saw the whole shebang. There was a cry for help. Pachena. I bet you she has told an auntie, an uncle, knowing babes she doesn't come from far, from much. Mom probably, mom or whoever she told. Shingirira. Nope, that's why the beret is being battered. So you're not quick. A lot of women are not quick to tell their daughters to come back home because not that the guy was providing the money, but I have a feeling that the guy was kind of like the passport to the money. She was the performer, he was the one who was searching out the gigs. It was kind of like a partnership. Now if you leave the one person what knows I have a feeling babes told someone, but those people, because they let us stay, or some sort of she's being they're always fighting all the time. They're always fighting. So we're not going to get ourselves involved. Get yourselves involved, because look at it now, right? Now, sorry, let me read this. Sorry. And I think she wanted people to see themselves because no one was believing. Listen, if someone comes to you and says, I believe. My only problem is you can't be helped if you keep going back to the perpetrators. Now, everybody's question is, why doesn't she leave? Why didn't she leave? I don't think it's a fair judgment, or it's a fair question, or it's a fair statement to say, Kanokaroa, why don't you leave? Why don't you leave, Kanokaroa? Why don't you leave? I think I have an answer to that. And I think you guys can also help us. If you ever have been in an abusive relationship, let me try and aid people as to why one. I'm still looking for donations for a tripod stand, people. Please help me. She did well to show the world she needs help. She needs help, and she is in trouble with a real abuser. You know how I know that this is kind of real? She has been beaten before, but she never ever showed anyone. Or she couldn't say because she couldn't prove it. But for her to then come out like this, it would be very stupid of her to go back. But let's ask why. Why don't they ever, the people, why do they go back? Okay, let me come window. Why don't they leave? I've got a few points of my own, but I want you guys to first, okay, no response from live host. But the father believes even, but the father believes and even asked her to leave. Did he ask her enough? Listen, it's one thing. What can a father say when a daughter is being abused? If my child got abused, was being physically abused by her partner, and I told my child to leave and my child is not leaving, I would go on top of the mountain. Anyone who listens, I would be on top of the house with a loudspeaker. I would not stop. I would not shut up until my daughter is out of that relationship. Maybe he made the effort, maybe he did, but there was more to lose. According to the father, obviously the life was not worth it, but there was more to live. Hans, let me answer you, Ed. I'm trying to aid you, Chipo. It's by a green pattern to request. Why don't they leave? It would no answer from host. Why? Is it my network? What am I using? Which network am I using? Bana? Okay. Now, let me try and aid people. Chipo, I need you. There's a green button. I'm going to edit just now. There's a green button. Just press request to be added on this video. Okay, someone is coming up. Let's chop it up. Why don't they leave? We're not going to talk about what. Okay, we're going to talk about identifying men.
Hi, Zua. I'm not going to really show myself. I have yeah. Zua, abuse is something that really breaks my heart, especially kana vanhu vachiramba varipo. But I think when someone is being abused, first of all, like vakadzi, we fall in love with someone, and we've got a weakness kuti we keep giving mono my chances.
Yes, hi. Can you speak up or can you use earphones? You've got showers.
I've got showers. Oh, let me look for my earpiece.
Yeah,
Get your earphones, right? Okay, give me 2 seconds. Better now.
Yes, that's better.
Okay. Saka zvandiri kutaura ndezvekuti inini I think what happens with women truth be told, we all have had that boyfriend wekuti unenge uchinyasozviona kuti relationship yandiri kai haisi kuita. But vakadzi, our hearts always keep giving a second chance and keep thinking kuti things will get better. But it even gets to a point yekutoti things don't get better. Ndopaunozonzwa kunzi munhu akarohwa and akafa. For the parents, unfortunately, unoza isusu tinonetsa vakadzi when we are in love. Your family will be coming vachikuudza. Vachinyatsokudza, iwe wobva wawirirana nawo, asi vachingobuda padoo apa, iwewe you fall back into that trap yekuzviudza kuti, but pamwe ndanyanyisa kumuwanzira, let me go back and try. And I think this is what's been happening with this girl. Like, she's in a very bad situation, but she keeps giving those chances. Ekuti, she hopes kuti things will get better. But things are not going to get better. Her boyfriend is a is a pure abuser. Pana kwazviri kuchinja. Saka even after zvatoitika izvi, munotoshamisika muchimunzwa kunzi adzokera. Imi motosara muchiti pati.
Why do you think she keeps going back? Why? You think that she thinks Kuti is going to change?
Yes, she'll be giving him chances. She'll be and by this time mentally, iye pamwe ane 1 or 2 things zvaanoita zviri wrong. Okay, because always, you know, and she's already told herself in her head pamwe kuti andini, you know. Sometimes I push him to the edge. I don't know if you've ever heard that statement. But it's me, pusher, you know. So, which is so sad. But in like right now, to be honest, I've got a feeling she's going to go back. Like even after all this has been, yeah, because she's done this so many, like kurohwa kwaari kuita kaukuka, it's, you know, dai akarohwerwa zvinhu zviri kunzi pane chaita, but even for the most pettiest issue, so ask yourself kuti how many times yanga ari kurohwa for such petty issues, and she stayed. And she like only until she makes that decision yekuti handichadi. Mese munogona baba wake vanogona kuchema mayanani, munogona kukwira mountains, anoramba achidzokera.
Yes,
so it's a sad story, and some people will say it's loss of confidence and self-esteem, all those things as well, I think are in her as well, because with women unenga uchichka as well kuti will I find someone else, you know, maybe she's one of those women where she's used to having a man around her all the time, so now she's going yangondikamusiya ndinozowana here mumwe. So I think it's just not one thing going on with this girl. There are a few things that happen to people vanenge vachiabuswa, vamwe vanenge vaine low self-esteem, confidence chaiyo yekuti abude ati inini I'm on my own and I can get another man if need be. But you know, not everybody has that strong character, and this is why we see vakadzi vanoabuswa vari muma-relationship 20-30 years munhu achirohwa zvakaipisisa because haana confidence yacho.
All right.
So anyway, all right. Thanks, Zua. I just hope. Anyway, I pray for her. Kuti anoshinga, but right now, with her history, I've got a feeling she's just gonna go back.
All right. Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Thanks.
You know what? There's someone who said something. Okay. Let me just read this. I hope I can read this English, but it's something that is also in my notes. inonzi Stockholm anzina Violetta, sorry, I can't say your name properly, Machova says, Violetta Machova, she says, he or she says, Stockholm syndrome develops when people are placed in a situation where they feel intense fear and physical harm and believe all control is in the hands of their tormentor. The psychological response follows after a period of time and is a survival strategy of the victims. It includes sympathy and support of the captor's plight and may even manifest in negative feelings towards the officers who are trying to help the victims. Situations which the victims have displayed this kind of response have included hostage situations, long-term kidnappings, members of cults, prisoners of concentration camps, and more. Right. I know that a person who is physically abusing you or mentally abusing you has an impact on your psychology, has an impact on your brain in the way you think. Babes Odumo and this guy have been together for a very long time, and he got this girl when she was super young, like ridiculously young, when she was not even able to make up her mind. Does she wear a blue underwear or does she wear a pink underwear? He's been in her life for a very long time. So Stockholm syndrome can be linked to this. Okay, where she does not know. In most cases, abused people do not know that they are victims. They think it's normal because it has been happening for a very, very long time. It's become a norm. So they don't know that they are being abused. That's the first thing. So the first question, the first answer to this, why do they go back or why don't they leave, is at first they don't know that they are victims and they cannot recognize or identify abuse. Sometimes they think it's normal. They think it's normal kuchengerwa. They think it's normal kuti murume apopote stereki. Atombodi mkomana wangu atombodi chichichichichi. They think it's normal because of the constant information they're always getting from their abusers. And mind you, when an abuser comes into someone's life, I'm going to add you just now, dear. When an abuser comes into someone's life, they don't come abusive. Remember, any perpetrator, any abuser who comes, be a financial abuser, emotional abuser, physical abuser, or abusers, even rapists, they don't come, rapists for the past 3 years they've been raping and all that jazz. They don't come holding a spear and a gun and say, I'm here to abuse you. Remember that. It's like a seductive way. It's like they're very, very, very seductive. They seduce you. First of all, the first thing they do is they praise you. Why is it that vasikana vakawanda, or most people that are in abusive relationships, are either coming from abusive relationships or grew up in an abusive relationship or know somebody who's like abuse has always been like this in their face. So a lot of people with low self-esteem, these predators can pick it up. So when they come in your life, they come as saints, as Michelangelos. They know you're weak. They want to know everything about you. Tell me, tell me something about yourself. Tell me something that you know, or tell me something about yourself. Anyone who tells you, say, tell me something about yourself, or tell me more about yourself. What do? Bah! You will say your strengths, you will say your weaknesses, you will say your insecurities in the period that he is trying to know you. So they come in the name of hero. Oh, I got this guy. He listens to me a lot. You will be doing the talking. So they will be able to identify, and then they test your boundaries. Look, if you don't have boundaries, okay, they target people with low self-esteem. And they target people who don't have much of boundaries, right? So when they come, they idolize you, they put you there until you are ready. Wanyura. And it's very popular, 16 to say 25. When you're still discovering yourself, you don't even know yourself. You don't even know. Tell us about yourself. You only tell us about the things that you heard of, the things that you like, but not really much of the future. Because in that moment, you're trying to discover yourself. So they target things like that. Vachiri vachechi, achiri my baby chickens, aye. Okay, so be very careful on that. Let me add another person. Chipo, okay, Chipo Geraldine. I'm gonna add you now. It's adding. I'm adding you, Chipo. Hi.
I must mamka say. Inini Kamuka, inini I'm going to answer you on the issue ekuti babes wodumo anogona kudzokera. I was once in that type of a situation before for 4 years.
Yes.
So what happens is munhu wako iwewe uchimuda nemoyo wese unenge wakatoperera kuti munhu wangu inini ndinomuda, and whatever does ndinotomuda handina kwandinoenda. Unorohwa ugotukwa zveself esteem zvamuri kutaura zvekuti unenge uine loss, unenge uinayo, but there's a way yavanoita maabusers yekuita kuti ulose your self esteem. Anokuudza iwewe kuti probably hauna kwaunoenda because ndindega ndakakwanisa kukuda because of so and so and so. So probably babes odhuma haana kwaanotomboenda, achadzokera kumba kwavo odzoka futi. Inini ndaiti ndikarohwa ndomboenda kumba kwedu, ndotiza ndoenda kumba kwedu, ndikasangana naye kana akandifonera akauya akandinyengerera akandiudza kuti ndanga ndakadhakwa, akandisori baby, ochema oita sei, and then you feel kuti munhu wangu anondida zveshuwa, ndodzokera after 1 week orohwa futi. So the cycle until wega wanyatsoita decision yako wega kuti fine inini handichada, and that's when you will leave. But as for now, probably acharamba achingoitwa the same thing, achanyengererwa, achatengerwa zvinhu, achaita seiko kuti adzokere kumba kune mufesi wake, until she decides ega mumusoro make kuti this is enough and I don't want it anymore.
Do you
That's
think
she's going to leave?
But hold on, do you think her going on Instagram or it's live in front of the whole world, was that not enough to say, and Shamudi, for you to expose your lover like that?
Inini, I don't know about the Insta video kuti akaita because of that here kana kuti zvakaitika at a point yekuti aitoita live yakewo, and then at the same time Facebook auya achimurova at that time. I don't know kuti chakanyatsoitika kuti Insta video ibude iyoyo.
Okay, all right then.
So
thank you so much.
Probably okay.
Sure. But you wanted to say something just now? Ananga point and then I cut her off. I'm sorry. Hi Melly. We're talking about Babes Odumo and fellow is why don't they leave? Why don't they leave? Now, earlier we were talking about when they come in the name of Ndini, Michelangelo. They are very nice. They are very generous. Excuse me. Sorry, excuse me. They are very nice. They're very generous. They listen to you more. They are loving. They make you fall in love with them. That's manipulation, right? But then they target people that have low self-esteem and less boundaries, right? But then you say, ndanganchimuda, ndomuda sterek. But when a person is codependent, when you say a person is codependent, right? They rely on the reactions of others to be happy. Now, andatanga chiti, I love you so much, you are my world. They idolize you, they put you on a pedestal. My abusers up in the beginning of the relationship, they put you on a pedestal. Pamberi pe vanhu anokukisa, agokupembedza, agokuisa pa profile picture. He literally makes you his god until you fall for it. And when you're falling for it, then they can sit back and then let out their true colors. Now, iwe watopinda watonyura, saka you think you love him based on that. How it starts in most cases, from what I have researched and what I know, how it starts my relationship BYI. When the abuse starts, silent treatment, you'll be testing your limits and your limitations, right? You'll be Auntie, sorry, I'm sorry to cut myself. Auntie, if you listen to my teacher's video, she said Shandai Musasha Inirwe Nemarume, for us Zim girls, let's equip ourselves with the courage to move. Okay, fine. Now listen. I think okay, I better follow her and listen to that. I didn't listen to that. But if she said that, okay, no problem. Shanda ine simba and all that. Listen, unogona kushanda ne simba, ugoita business woman, ugoita billionaire, you can still be in an abusive relationship. Understand this? Because a lot of women, your codependence, only women that are not working or that are not financially free or that depend on a man are the ones that are being physically abused. You get my situations where but the woman is being abused. Do you understand? Look at Babes Odumo. I know she Shandri Babes Odumo. Be very careful thinking that working very hard and getting your money is going to be, you will be free from abuse. No, you won't. You will not. Right? A clear-cut example, Babes Odumo. She is the hardest worker in probably her whole tribe. With her money and the thousands and all that, and the fame and the beauty and the youth and the power and the influence to other people. But she's being abused. I think some people are abused because they are not aware that it's abuse. They think, no, my boyfriend has got demons and my weaknesses. Okay. So if I work very hard, I will run away from abuse. No. Okay. You have to be able to identify what abuse is. One. Do empowering. When you're able to, when you know knowledge is power. Okay. Not money. Knowledge is power. With your money, you can be abused. But with your knowledge, this is abuse, this is not abuse. It's not normal. The thing about abusers is they never change unless they've been taken to a psychiatrist or a psychologist to reprogram their subconscious mind and unlearn certain habits. Then maybe they will change. Until then, the best way to deal with an abuser, if you don't have the energy to help them, is leave. My question is, why don't you leave? It's when you cannot identify you are the victim. There are certain actions nema abusers. Like I said, we're talking about idolizing you and all that and getting your blueprints of your mind and how you think. The next thing comes, the next stage is manipulation. Getting you to do what they want. And the minute you challenge them and say no, or the minute you challenge them and suggest something else, silent treatment comes. I don't know why. No, and now Chinja, he was just hiding his true self. Manipulation comes second. My silent treatment, you can suggest something, they are very dismissive. Because now they're in control. They are serious control freaks. But the other reason why they are control freaks is ukatasa background. They are probably coming from an abusive relationship anyway. Whether they were children or past relationships, past marriages, if they were abused there, they will come and abuse you. Kunoko. Do you understand that? Pane iwe relationship yekuti iwewe ndiwo wayabuswa kwaongoriko. Ndobva wazowanikwa nemunhu kwaye, and then you start abusing them because this is part of your norm. Yes? Now, Anzi, urikutaura chokwadi kani. Okay, but we'll talk about that passive aggression, right? Number 2, we're talking about manipulation, and then they start changing. Once you don't have boundaries, everybody needs to have boundaries. Everybody has boundaries. Some boundaries are just not strong enough. When they can see kuti it's okay, and they get away with a slap on the wrist. Zvatopera. Haukurumidzwa mupanisha sterek because they are quick to announce their weaknesses. They talk, they become a victim. I love you so much because you make me a stronger person. I love you so much because so they literally invest their very existence in you. You have often got you are their hero. Sha, inini I've got a problem, a short temper. This guy is telling you this in the beginning of the relationship. My mother said, whenever a man talks about himself, listen. Whenever a person talks about themselves, listen. I have a problem, a short temper, baby. Sometimes I abuse alcohol. I've got a weakness, baby. I'm so insecure. So I love you so much. So I saw that I can't change it and all. I'm afraid of getting hurt again. I've been hurt in past relationships because I trusted that person. I'm afraid of this. I'm afraid of that. So you will watch it. Oh, I will never hurt you. We are, baby. Ndochengera because ndochika hangu I don't want my heart to be broken. So they play the victim. Do you understand that? I've got buttons. I've got a very short temper, baby. Blah, 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 blah. They tell you all these things, right? So when now you have invested your very existence in them, the true colors start coming out. Manipulation, silent treatment. You know I have buttons. Hey, listen. Everyone has a temper. Munhu wese akasvarwa pano pasi anofema oxygen has a temper. Understand this. Please take your friends. This is important. Share this live and take your friends. Munhu wese akasvarwa pano pasi ane temper. Hapana munhu asina short temper. Ini ndine short temper. Imimi muri 233 mune short temper. The difference is when you can't control your temper. Ndiko urwere hwacho ihwoyo. You can control your bowel movements. You can control what time you go and pee. Unogona kunzwa weti wewe. Ugoichengeta weti wewe for the next 1 hour. Wozo waiter later. You can control everything that happens in your body. Yes? You can control hope kuti hai wantu kunzwa hope. If you really put your mind to it, unomira kurara womboita izvi. You can control your temper. It is when you can't control it. Is that an illness or a sickness? Ukatadza control my bowel movements ako ukashimamira pavanhu apa tinomira ho. Right? Ukatadza control air yako, gas yako tinomira ho. Right? If you can't control your temper, it's an illness, it's a disability in its own. So there's no cuteness in she's very short tempered. I'm very short tempered and somebody dzangu dzinokuta. We've kind of sugar coated or put some glitter on being short tempered. Some people are short tempered, zvinoperera verbally, but in that verbal you are abusing a person, verbal abuse, which has got a deep impact as well, especially on your children. But when it becomes physical, it is when you can't control your feelings. One, you can't control your temper and you can't control your feelings. If you look in that video, she says, urikutondirovera kuti ndiri kukubvunza nezvenyaya yemahure ako. Urikundirovera kuti ndiri kukubvunza nezvenyaya yemahure ako. Handidi kujairirwa. That's what she said. It triggered a mbama. I don't know what else she said before that, but if someone can say something to you to a point that you can't handle the feelings that come with that statement and you put your hands on another person, that's temper to me. I don't know what you call it, but that's temper to me. And for some reason, they make you feel guilty over it. You know I've got buttons. You know my buttons. Hello, Cookie Mdiwa would say sweetie pie. You know my buttons. There are a lot of people that are emotionally abusive and physically abusive. Please, one, they blame it on the alcohol. It's like a getaway. Two, you know my buttons, baby. You just know what to say and which buttons to press, and that's why I beat you. So now they think it's their fault. Someone, Babes Odumo, is sitting there blaming herself for that beating. Because of the programming, I shouldn't have said this. I shouldn't have said this. I shouldn't have worn this. I shouldn't have eaten this. I shouldn't have talked to this person. This is why he is mad. No. They have got a disability of not being able to control their feelings. That's why they beat you. It's got nothing to do with you. It can come from the milk not being cold enough. It can come from the window shakanaka. and you get beaten for that. So how will you then say it's too cold today, and then he beats you out of frustration? Then how is it your fault? So, but they make you think that it's your fault because vakakudza, baby, I told you in the beginning of this relationship, I've got a temper. That was like a waiver. Hanzi nameli wemahatsi naizuva saka kana ndiri munhu hanzi nameli hanzi naizuva saka kana ndiri mubhazi ndoda kusura ndofanira here kumisa bhazi kuti ndinosura. Girl, listen, there's places that you can let your air out and you don't care. Then there's places that you can't let there's times that you want to fart so bad but you won't because of the respect of the environment. Maybe you are talking to someone who wants to invest in your restaurant. We are talking to a potential big client. What mira big client? What really? Come on. You can control it. That's what I'm trying to say. All right. Hello, me. This girl. This admin wangu wekuzuva abandoned friends. I still can't say her name until now. She can't you sisi mim. Rega ndimbotora Mary Immaculate ndimbonzwawo 2 cents dzake. We're busy. Okay, for joining us, we are talking about identifying an abuser and why don't the people leave? Why don't they leave? Right? Auntie Natetezwa, I love you. I love you too, dear. Auntie Kanandine stress. Meli, stop sweating, man. Auntie Faith. Okay, hi, dear.
Hello, sorry Zoa, I just woke up now. It's still early here, that's why I won't show my face.
No problem.
Yeah. So I have been there, and what you are saying is very true. Yeah. I think the first thing that they look at is how vulnerable are you? To what extent?
Yes.
And I think the thing of opening too much in the beginning of the relationship, they take advantage of that.
Yes.
Because I got into a relationship, and the first thing is you go out on a date. He's like, I want to know you. And you're like, okay. And you say everything. I said my past, because I was moving from another abusive relationship, not knowing I'm getting into the same thing.
Yes.
So then we go out on a date. I say everything. He was beating me. He was doing this. So now I've realized that I showed him how vulnerable I was. And he was like, oh, I'll never do that. They always say like, I'll never do that, But they are listening. And I think the reason why you stay, because the first thing for me was a slap. And I was like, what did you just do? And he was like, oh, sorry. It was a mistake. Yeah. I think the reason that makes us stay when you're in such a relationship is you are hoping that the person that you met at first will still come back, You stay in hope. I think because from Pep's father, this has been happening for a long time, from the video that I saw on his interview, that this has been happening for a long time. So I think she has been staying for the same reason that I was staying, that the person that I saw at first will come back. I think that's the first mistake that we do.
Okay, let me understand this. The person that you fell in love with was no longer the person that he was at that time. So you stayed thinking that you was going to go back to the person that he was when you first met him.
Yes, because like you say, they are so loving, so caring. They want to know everything about you, but you become too vulnerable.
Do you realize that's an act to get you to seduce you? He has to put up an act. You even change his demeanor just to get you. It's an act. You do realize that, right?
I think the thing is when you're in it, you don't realize it. You only realize when you're out of it.
Okay.
Because, yeah, like I'm talking from my experience, I was like, oh, this is an angel,
Yes.
So he understands, he was pampering me. Oh, sorry for your past. I will try and erase it. All of those things. So when the first time he slapped me and said, oh, it was a mistake, I stayed thinking the person who said those words to me will still come back.
Okay. All right.
And then the next thing it's a feast, the next thing it's kicking, and you're still hoping like something is possessing him. My friends were like, you're defending him too much. What he's doing is wrong, and you keep on defending him. But I always said, I know the person that I met is gonna come back.
Okay.
Until I made a choice that, you know, you get to a point where, as yourself, if you drop.
Hi, dear. What triggered you? What triggered you? What made you get up and leave? What exactly happened?
It was in town, and there was a guy who was staring at me. I didn't notice him. He did. And then he said, why is he staring at you? So it became my fault that another man admired me. I said, I didn't see him. And then said, you're lying. And then he gave me a slap in town. And that is when I was like, I'm drawing a line. This is where it has to end.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
I think if you are in the same relationship, you have to get to a point where you draw a line. And with me drawing a line, it wasn't easy. I set it down. I said, oh, maybe I was wearing something too short, revealing this and that. But I said, wait a second. I've been defending him for 1.5 years. This has got to stop. So it's up to you as a woman that you get to a point where you ask yourself, can I let this go on for a long time? Is this the life that I want? And if you get to a point of telling yourself you have to draw a line, and tell yourself it's got to end.
Interesting. Congratulations, by the way. Congratulations. I'm very proud of you. Thank you so much. Inspiration. You're a good.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Wow, guys. Yeah. To see Gucci, the reason why he was being abusive had nothing to do with her. Another man staring at her. I'm sure that's when she realized his abusiveness has nothing to do with it. But all along she was thinking, maybe there's something that I did. It's something that I did. You see, like what I said, boundaries. In the beginning of the relationship, that lovey-dovey, listen, even those ones that are not abusive, that lovey-dovey nonsense, infatuation that happens in the beginning of the relationship, you are just meeting the representative of a person. You are not meeting the CEO. Apana company yawakamboenda for the first time ukangoenda straight ma CEO azviti. You have to pass through security. You have to pass through receptionist. Wozosvika kuna secretary, wozosvika kuna secretary, wozosvika kuna CEO secretary, wozosvika kuna CEO. Do you understand? So when you get to knowing a person, you don't know the person, the whole self, the whole person on the first 2-3 months of knowing them. You're just meeting their representative. And you are going on a date. Everyone is nice. Everyone anopuwa kati yaenda kwa baba ovaro on maside benakaleso. You will put on his best shirt. His nails will be clean. You will be clean. You will be nice. You will pay attention. Men don't pay attention. Men don't listen. I'm sorry, they don't. Men are not programmed to listen. Men, you give them a set of instructions. Like in 3 weeks, ndishingo popotera door angure closet rakadonapo. Rinogara paside up. They don't listen. That is the real prince. Not the prince wanda kasangana nayo. Wakuti nayo prince. Door closet yadona. Uskona to door closet radona. I am a screwdriver. Screw this thing. Ah, okay. Manji. Did 3 weeks ndakangomira. Men don't listen. Now, when you get a man who sits across the table in a restaurant and listens and laughs at your jokes, and then when they say, tell me more about yourself, Tinotaura Bible race, he is basically making your blueprint. Now he knows you. And why you keep going back is because you are attached to the feelings that he gives you. You are attached to be kunzwirwa tsitsi unonakirwa nokunzwirwa tsitsi. You are addicted you are addicted to what he says to you. That's why you don't leave, because you think there is nothing else better for you out there. It's because you think, I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry, network issues. Let me add Anita. Hello, Amanda. Hello, Nosta. I love you too, darling. I love you.
Hello.
Hi dear, how are you?
I'm good, so what should I say?
Iripo.
And which call put up a camera because last time you guys post one video.
No problem.
All right.
I think she accidentally got off the camera. I don't know why you people are afraid of coming out of the camera, but those I know Tambika. Right. People just stop habits. They just stop the habit. They don't change. A lot of women, when they fall in love, they invest all their emotions in the beginning of the relationship, and they automatically think zvatanga zviri ndo magumisira zvichagumisira zvakaita. So an abuser, you fell in love with that other person, now he's a completely different person. No, he just stopped that habit, or he paused a little bit to get you in his system and to get you going, and then he revealed that other side. Fine, it's difficult to spot an abuser from a real man in the beginning of the relationship. But when an abuser, when it's time for him to expose himself and when it's time for him to come out, you will see kuti munhu ari kuchinja. But women, we've got this stupid thing called hope. It's pathetic. It's also coated with ego and trying to make an impression out there. Tine chigwere chekunzi kana usina murume hausi mukadzi, kana usina kuroorwa hausi mukadzi. You are somehow put nyembe or given a status in society if you have a man next to you. If there's no man next to you, and even if you're doing great things, yeah, but. Do you understand that? It's a very stupid habit, a very dangerous one, because you will stick to an abuser as long as ndakarorwa, as long as ndichinzi ndine murume, zviri nani ndirove zvake, asi ndichinzi mai havani, hazvina basa as long as ndichinzi mai havani. Wofira that title, right? And for some reason, it's worth it because it somehow elevates your social status. Nokuti ndakarorwa. It's a very stupid habit. Unoona munhu achiti kwanzi, mai vangu, mama ndarowa, shinga ndo zvinoita muri. You see this nonsense, shinga ndo zvinoita muri. There's no such thing. If my daughter, and I have a daughter, she's 12, musi wano nditi kwanzi mama I got abused, ndarowa or whatever. Once a man beats you once, he will beat you again. Make no mistake. In that, on the same breath, you must understand this, Vaskana. Not all men are abusers, and not all women are victims. Pane vamwe vakadzi vanotori physically abusive to their husbands because makakura zvinzi munhu wechikadzi arohwe. Varume vanotirwa munhu, don't lay your hands on a woman, which is very good and it's a very good teaching. I understand that. No one has the right to lay hands on another person, period. But pane vamwe varume vanoti vakarohwa kawana, they think it's cute. Varohwa mbama, they think it's cute. And I don't know that stigma in society. Ndarohwa nemukadzi. Kune vamwe vakadzi vanovhundutsira, not even kurova, they don't even get to the kurova part. Or anokurova mbama orega kumudzosera kuti she's my wife. It gets more. Mbama one turns into two mbamas, turns into pot where potserwa, turns into TV naswa putsirwa TV, turns into band, turns into what, it grows. When a person, as long as you don't have boundaries, zvinoreva kuti unoguma up. Varikuona? Boundaries zvinoreva kuti unoguma up. Ukaona munhu akuenda uku akuenderera ndokuenderera kwatogara tichitaura ikoko. But if you don't have your boundary, if you don't have a boundary, an abuser will keep abusing you. And kana usina inonzi self-worth, chataura nezvayo manje apo. I'm going to talk about it in the next 5 minutes before I take another caller. Self-worth means how much do you value yourself? Okay? Tina andinzi wangu. Because there's just a way that you talk to people. There's a way that I allow people to talk to me. Anzina mambo kadzi sabe. Anzi red flags are always there, but some women think they will change the red flag, right? I'm going to talk about that. There's a way that I allow people to talk to me. There's a way that I allow people to treat me. There's a way that I allow people to think of me, right? Okay, think of me, I can't really control it. But you can't come to me and talk nonsense. And then don't pindura. Pane mumwe mubvunzo unobvunzwa kubva mulife mako, chero nepartner yako, chero neshamwari yako, chero necolleague yako, chero nehama yako, inokubvunza mubvunzo umwe uri stupid wekuti you even say I will not go to the level of answering this question. Do you understand? Ndo my values are unofanira kuti handifani kuirritate nonsense. handifani kuitirwa zvakati ukangoona tita zvakati we can't be friends. Ndo maboundaries. But if you don't have those boundaries, if you keep forgiving, listen, there's nothing cute about having a big heart and you're being abused. My wife has a soft heart. Oh, they praise you. Or after beating you and then you forgive them. They will. My wife has a big heart. My wife has a big heart. He's trying to put more fire in that big heart so that the big heart can forgive him next time he fucks up again. Understand this? My wife has a big heart. My wife has a big heart. It's that. My red flags are thinking that a person is going to change. Nobody changes. And zvikandigare zvakanaka kuti kana maakutora mascreenshot maakutaura nonsense zvamota rokoko ndinyatsobuda ndiri bho kumakuhwa. No one changes. Do you understand that? Unless they've taken a 1-year course to change that habit. People just stop doing habits and they choose other things to do. But those things don't go away. Do you understand that? Hapana munhu anochinja. This hanzi ndichamirira kuti achachinja. And mind you, they promise you that they're going to change. Each time that he asks for forgiveness, it's better than the last time. Drama racho rinowanda. Pane babe, I'm sorry, forgive me, I'm sorry zvako. Next time he fucks up, babe, I'm sorry, wotengerwa gift. Because they know women are receivers. Wotengerwa gift, I'm sorry zvako. Baby, I'm sorry. And he fucks up the third time. Anobva umburuka pasi orola muground. Ota zvaanoda kuita. Hanzi network dololo. You guys can't see me. Can you guys see me? Hanzi na chichi. Can you guys see me? I can see, if I can see my love name, my likes, and I can see. I think they can see. Each apology gets bigger than the last one. Unounzirwa hama. Tswaya ne convoy. Vava ne mabhima veve. Ne vane mahama. Ne dzimwe hama dzaona nyo respecta sterek dzake. Vana bamkuru. Vanoti vakauya bamkuru vaya, whatever problem is happening, baba mkuru can solve it. There's that tete, there's that one cousin or a friend of his. Wamuzati mukamudedza pana panya yacho notongwa igopera. Right? He will call those ones. Our boys have the fuck up. And you go a men, they don't go for funny men, they go for fellow cheaters, fellow abusers, fellow friends. Vanoziva kuti okay, munanonzweko agonzweko. Ugounzwa ne new skill. Anoya friend iruka ne new skill of apology, ne new software of apology. Because he has outrun his own apologies. Saka first antenga dress. Mangwana kotengwa 2 dresses. Next time he messes up, otenga dress ne bag. Next time he messes up, antenga TV. Next time he messes up, arupa card. Next time he messes up, ne hama yakadai. Hama's nowhere. The apologies keep getting bigger because the abuse gets bigger. You don't get smack. You want to kuchengera. What zipwa? It gets bigger. Do you understand? People don't change. The day that they change, something is happening. Until you're bounded, you dopa guma up. Self-worth, dopa guma up. I don't take shit. I am a doda. I am a tusha. What does he do? He comes down to that nice guy that you met, that he knows you are going to fall for. Ogoya. Anengasiya mazvanesa. Otevera iwe mwana pane vana ndakazvara ndiye ari kubhadhara mota ndiye ari kubhadhara maschool fees saka ndoita sei odzokera to that nice guy mota ngapatsva. And it's a cycle like this, and your children are watching. This is why children from abused families abuse other people out there. It's a cycle. Mwana oro vamukadzi kumboko iwewe mai mimi modza muroora kuti ndo zvaita baba vacho chinga muroora ndo zvaita baba vacho inini hapana. So some women are enabling this abuse. Takagara pano tichirayirana pano. They are enabling this. If you are a female who would encourage another female to stay in an abusive relationship, thinking that is good, wangu akazochinja, wangu akazogara pasi, vaitombondishurira first 5 years ndairohwa mai mwana, ndairohwa kuputsigwa pasi mai mwana, ndaidada iko zvino vachembera vagara apa, and that's okay. So you let another person shinga, imba inonetsa shingirira. Ndokuti life ifambe, there's no such thing. There are people that exist that can take care of you and love you without laying their hands on you. They are there, it's possible. You just have to remove that other baggage to create new room. Anzi, ndazvisiya unofa uchingonzi shinga. Oh yes, unofa uchingonzi shinga. Rekandise Anita. Unofa uchingonzi shinga. The other thing is abusers. They isolate you. Understand this. Mira, uyari kuti chiko. You. Especially physical abuse. Vanokuisa panzvimbo yekuti in most cases, or that can see kuti you have changed in behavior. They can even make you quit your job. You can even move towns. Oh, they isolate you. Kokuti nyango karowa ka. Sendi ndiri muno mujobek ndikarowa mai vangu vanogara kugweru ndoendepi. So they take you so far away. Oh, you think it's love. But no, they take you so far away and they tell you, I feel safe in this place. Let me add. It's adding. Okay, Anita, I put in my network in Doyagadakwa. All right, Anita, let me add melody. Once you start getting my hints and rukuta. Hi. Network yangu, got network yangu. I think in network yangu. Listen. And your love and your very existence to invest your soul in another person only to find out it's a lie. Zvinorwadza to have this picture where people envy you because of the life that you have and they want to be you, and you've got this big ego that you feed, and the worship and the false praise that you get from people feed your ego to a point whereby everybody thinks you are here. And deep down you know damn well that all those people that are praising you, they are better than you because you are in an abusive relationship. They love you, they envy you, they put you on their profile pictures, they want to be you. Some of the people want to godo. She's got a successful life, she's got a thriving career, she has a husband and children, her life is set, her house is paid for, her car is this, and everything is picture perfect. There are people, men and women, that are addicted to that idea that people have of them. So they are addicted to that perception, to that picture. They will go through hell just to keep that picture. Those people have got low self-esteem as well. Because in on the self-value, you won't let another person treat you like garbage. If a man beats you and you forgive him and you go back into that house, in other words, you are saying you have stretched your boundary. Kuva up, ya up. Kana boundary rako riri up. Kana iyar uku. Achimuva. He gets to the point of beating you and engashka up. If you forgive him and you move on, because people make mistakes and everybody wants a 5th chance, a 7th chance, what you are doing is this. What is he going to do with all this space? Naturally. Iwo vataiwa. Woshka pa extende kudzipwa kana kumborariswa panze uchijuja ropa. Uchimanyiswa mroad mfreeway. Now everybody wants to be a good mother and wants to be set a good example to their children, right? You want your children to have the right way, the right lifestyle. So these are boundaries. No one can come and teach you like a prostitute. Imagine people come, someone over ngo kanda, washko kanda makondo mpamberi pako. Over till let's sleep together. You will be insulted. You won't even stand for the explanation because you have worth yekuti andinzi warwo. No one treats me like this. No one talks to me like this. So when somebody talks to you like that and you forgive them, you are saying it's okay. So you're giving them more room. Murume akakurova, murume akakutuka, murume akakuita. Listen, pane kutsiurana nekutukana. Understand this. Kutuka kwako kunzi notukwa kunzi mai vako ehure. Kutuka kwako kunzi uri mwana wehure. Kutuka kwako kunzi you are a bad mother. Kutuka kwako kwatu kutaura kutukwa kunyombewa kwakwe. And if you allow it to happen the second time, you are saying you are worth that. Now, kana wachikwanza kurova munhu to nothing, kumuzvimbesa kumesomo, you're treating them like shit. So if he's treating you like shit, which means he sees you like shit. It's as simple as that. There are no mistakes. There are no 7 mistakes. There are no 10 mistakes. Understand this. So if you are giving yourself, you are simply saying you are worth this shit. Ne makeup yenyu maimwana yakanaka kudai. Nema eyelash aya. Nema earring aya. Nempa yakanaka kudai. So you are saying you are worth that. Uri shit. That's what you are saying. Because if he treats you like shit, if he beats you like you are a worthless paper bag, and you say, okay, that's okay, you are saying you are a worthless paper bag on top of your Benz and your Hammers and your Range Rovers. That's the value you are giving yourself. Now, another person will say, how do I get out of this relationship? Let me tell you the honest truth of what I know, the 2 cents that I know. Okay, come on, come back. Let me tell you the 2 cents that I know of how to get out of an abusive relationship. Remember, now I've got tripod stand issues. Let me tell you how to get out of it. Now, let me tell you how you get out of an abusive relationship. I'm not saying pack your bags and leave. Even though eventually, the day that you realize how much you're worth, you will pack your bags and leave. But let me tell you how to get the best solution to get out of these abusive relationships that we are seeing these days. First thing you need to understand is this: abuse thrives in silence. Inomera nyanga kude igoita kunge nozi climbing flower kana kuti shingles kana kuti rush. It thrives on silence as long as it's not called out. Oh, intashainoda inogosvika kana kutokuisa mubox mufunge kana kutovigwa wakati tiko kuviga apa tiko kuimbira takapfeka all white tiri maslekwi takakutakurira box kudai. So that's number 1 problem. Abuse thrives in silence. As long as you are quiet, it will go on. Aimiri kusvika wafa mufunge. Don't think one day is going to miraculously change. Don't think praying for this man is going to change the abuse. You are dealing with a person. The way you deal with an abuser is the same way you do with a drug addict. They have to unlearn the habits. Ndosaka munhu akapara mhosva kujere. What's the first thing that happens? Akandibvunza kujere. Munhu akaendeswa court akanzi apara mhosva auraya munhu apa. What is the first thing they do? They psychologically evaluate you. They ask you about your past. They ask about your childhood. Every time ukarova munhu ukaenda kujere kana kuti ukauraya munhu ukaenda kujere, the first thing that they do is ask about your childhood. Why? Because kuchildhood ndo kwakafomuwa mapatterns atiri kushandisa nhasi iwe neni this Tuesday. Do you understand that? Everything that we are doing, the way we brush our teeth, the way I tie this thing, to the way I walk, to the way I cook, to the way I drive, to the way I do everything, it's a learned pattern. And it's embedded. This is how we... Tembeka, you not make noise, please. This is how we make buns. If that's not the way I know, I will never get it. Because those are learned patterns. Understand this. Saka murume wako zvaari nhasi iwewe zvaari zvese zvaari nhasi zvese. Don't think you and your 2 cents can come and change this man. I'm waiting for him to change. He's going to change. I'm waiting for him to change. My mwana, these are learned patterns that he grew up with from birth to 8 years. Learned habits. They can't be unlearned just like that without therapy. There are some things. That's why they go into your childhood. Murder. 2 cases of murder. 2 cases. Uyatora banga kabaya munakafa. Uyatora banga kabaya munakafa. Mumano gonna pour 5 years in jail. Mumago pour 1 year. Ago pour life in prison. Why? Have you seen people that have gone to jail for murder? 5 years, 2 years, I know in jail. 2 years they murder. Then mumago pour a life sentence. Why? When you go to jail or when you get in the hands of the authorities after you do something bad, they evaluate your child. Vona psychology munu utakamira sei. Kune ma self defense, kune ma panic what, kune ma chichichi, kune ma premeditated murder. Vanotona kuti uyu munhu yakatoporongeka. That's why they call jails correctional services, to kind of try and correct what's happening in there. Ndokurwara kuti uyu anopenga. Uyu anopenzi learned behavior, learned behavior. That one. You can't come today and undo my patterns akakura now. From the way he speaks to women, to the way he eats his food, to the way he carries out his personal hygiene. You can't come imimi sisima fikizolo. Makanyengo omari mwezurapa. Mofunga kuti if I stay or if I do certain things, he's going to change. This is why cheaters never stop cheating. They won't change. They can't change because it's a psychological thing. As the abuser is my friend now, and the abuser is my friend now, but they still haven't changed. Shame. You see? The best way you can do is save. Can I see the psychologist? Can a doctor? Can a God? Save yourself. Save yourself. You can't help this broken person. People that are abusers are broken people. So what you do is you speak out. But how you speak out is also important. No matter how nice the situation is, delivery is important. Urikona zvakada sisi babes avo ndo yawe vakatopinda navo kuti rega ndichienda pa social media ndino expose my problems pamwe ndinganzwawo pamwe ndakaudza hama zvikaramba ndikaudza ma managers ake zvikaramba rega ndiende pa social media. Do you know what social media does to a person who won't listen, like R. Kelly and the rest of those people, Me Too movement? Do you know what social media does? That guy is also part of those Me Too movement people. Social media messes up with your money. Ukarevera murume wako kuvanhu 2-3 chero mukazosiyana, there's not much damage yanyanyoitika stereki compared to social media. This is on world record. If there was someone who wanted to do business with that man, he has to think twice. If there was someone who was thinking of investing in whatever that man had, they have to think twice. He has been exposed. There are some people with their billions, they don't tolerate violence. Nema millions would rather deal with another person, not this idiot. They are messing with their money. When you mess with someone's money, you get their attention. Remember, let's boycott. You can't boycott and march on the streets. If you want something to be done, you can't march on the streets. Marching on the streets is not going to do anything. You march and you'll be heard. Mobudam TV, modi. Tikati munu wese panapa. Hapana no kwira bus. Musa kwire mabazi wayo. Bus station goes harap. Pasina kwira bus rasala dura. 2 weeks jaidu. Pasina munu 1 arukwira bus. They will understand because now you are messing with their money. So if you want to deal with an abuse, I'm not saying mess with their money. I'm saying you have to target the one thing that makes them them. What makes Babes Odumo's boyfriend is social media, the public, and the business music industry. And once you hurt him there, no, that's why his bread is buttered in the music industry. And it saka ukango mo expose ari ipapo pa mari yake ipapo. Oh. Amubaya pa cons. Shaka sokuya pa kuna mai wakati ndakarowa nezuro ndakadi you could manage it. But now this is a blow in the nuts. Now, if you are going through problems, the abuse, the first thing you need to do, my dear, is speak out. But delivery is important. How you do it is important. You know your person kuti wangu, he can abuse me all he wants, but pakangomira zvinhu zvakati apo anombomira kundirova ombotevedzera zvinhu izvozvo. Everyone has got that one part. Whatever it is, whether it's where his bread is buttered, or whether where it's his ego is bruised, or where his ego is stroked, or whatever it is, ipapo ndopa unobaya ipapo. Understand this? And you're not doing this to bring a good man down, you're doing this to save your life, because something enables these people. Something boosts their ego. When he wanted to get the people's attention, he did it kuma gay nekuma maga country. And where did they hit him? Papakamudzosera blowback, they blew his acting. Then you get people to react. So whatever it is, just like what Olinda did to Stana, I won't comment on that one. But you know exactly what, and you're doing this to save your life. And the abuse like could be guapanda sugar. Come on, guys, are you serious? It's not time for joking now. I have time to joke, but no, it's not today. Caroline Sigauke, I'm adding your person. If now can we talk about how to get out of the relationship? I don't know how to get out.
Hi, so how are you?
Good, talk to me.
Unozo chimwe chandiona problem inoitika society yedu inotiregerera. I have a situation yekuti muningi wangu aiva ari abusive relationship and akasiya murume achibva ati ndakuenda kumba chichichi. Saka ari muno muSouth Africa time ndaifonera vanhu vekumba ana mudhara ana moms chichi. The support yekuti yeah, this is wrong, we have to take our child, it was very yange yakadzikira, and for that she felt like alright, kana ndakadzokera kumba zvinhu zvacho zvichafamba sei, are they gonna treat me well? So sometimes I think my parents, my sisters, my brothers, sometimes they have to be there for munhu anenge achiabuse, and they have to say no to this. But sometimes kana isusu hama dzepedyo tikaregera hama dzedu dzichiabuse, and then we take it like varume ndozvavari, musha ndozvauri. Vanhu vazhinji they turn up to say okay, it's normal, but why it's not normal? So I think society yakachinja. I'm not saying like society ndo iri very wrong, but sometimes we have to play our role, like we have to help nepatinogona navo. Tinoti takatry but zvakaramba, but sometimes some of my relationship andoziva inyaya yekuti hama dzedu hadzisi kukwanisa kuti support kuti no, this is wrong and you have to move on with your life. Kwete kuya unondiudza kuti kana tinge ndabvisa no, varume ndozvavari, watoshinga, maybe iwewe ndiwe wakamupusha, so you end up feeling like okay, maybe I'm the problem.
Okay, wow, that is so true. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Bye. Wow, yeah. You know what? You have to reach out to your relatives. Society, I blame us to a certain for men kutivati hasha. It's very normal. Murume adi kutsamwiswa. Mukarwa, we normalize it so much that hachanyanyovhundukisire kumunhu akati ndarohwa. Nemuwo vakadzi, once you get abused, you have to find your self-worth yekutoti handidzokeri, because once you cry wolf, ukangodzokera chete tojaira. Have you noticed the way people react when you get abused, when you get beaten for the first time? Vanohuruka mam40 kudai, so most of tiwa iwe wodzokera. Once ukangodzokera, next time you get beaten and do. That's what's happening to Babes Odumo right now as well. But how to answer our Zim community has a lot to learn and accept that abuse is wrong. A lot of people are dying for this. It's okay to be single. Relationship. Hi dear. Let me. Where are these abusive people coming from? Oh, these abusive men and women, where are they coming from? They are coming from abusive relationships as well, if you see it right. Something triggered it. Childhood. So if you have a wife today and a husband today, or a child in the house today, when it's time for you to have an argument with your husband, get those kids out of that house. Nyankwe zvakaoma sei iyo nyaya yekuti muri kuona baba venyu vari kundituka. They love playing victim. Once you and your husband want to start an argument, get those kids out of that house. Not kuti them spare. They can hear you. Not kuti get them out, like can I next door, because these abusive people are coming from abusive houses. It's just another cycle in Ngotanga. Think about it. All the behaviors that you did is either you get them from another person. They are all acquired. Hakuna mnano ane bonzo reku generate abusiveness in their bodies. Everything is learned. Everything is acquired from another person. And once you get out of an abusive relationship, chimboita single kana 2 years. Not because tambokuti kudi. Let me tell you why it's good for you. Because once you get out of an abusive relationship, you are a victim and nothing else. And there's no nakiza kunzikuri kwa titi. But what you're simply doing is you're projecting the abuse. And once you project victim, you attract attackers. When you've been beaten, hi, you're very nice, let's go out together. What? Tell me a bit about yourself. And once if that person is abusive, why you need to go for 2 years single is to unlearn certain habits. If you don't, because your next relationship, I can guarantee you, if you jump into a relationship coming from an abusive relationship, you are either going to attract another abuser or you are going to abuse your partner. Do you know that? Knowingly, whichever way, but abuse is going to happen. So you insecure. Kuna insecurities in relationship number 1, relationship number 2. And the relationship number 2 are boundaries. It grows from insecurities to abuse. So can a chiti stay alone? We are trying to unlearn those habits and get back to your factory settings. And then maybe if you're in for it, you start again. Hanzi true kuita kushisha chako ndiseka imajiga. Wakambo suka pa relationship yekuti zvoni murume wako last relationship yangari they broke up, but mukadzi wacho akambomuhurira mukadzi wacho ndobva his trust was broken so bad that in the new relationship, call your friends, ndambonzwa kune vamwe vanhu. Hands Nampo, Zuba, you are right. I run a holistic clinic. I deal with abused people. Most of them come from single parents and broken homes. Singleness is very important after the end of any relationship. From relationship, yes, and reinvent yourself and find new love and all that. Hands anenga funga kuti mukadzi wese ure ndi fine, yes. Ndati wakambopinda mu relationship here. Wokuti whatever was happening kumunhu uyu asati auya asangana newe, whether mukadzi aipinda mba late notanga chibva kuchihure kana kuti murume aipinda mba late notanga chibva kuchihure, and there's just too many stories as to why you came home late and why you've got this number in your phone and why there's condoms in the car, shamwari yangu yanga shandisa mota, and mukadzi akatombonza chikomba mbakarara pambedha wako. All those stupid stories that we hear from previous relationships. Do you know that it creates insecurities? Then because your man's ex was behaving in a certain way, he starts treating you like he was treating his ex, and it has nothing to do with you. And now, listen, those insecurities have now become abuse, because that's abuse. That's abuse, because you're dealing with a broken person. This is why I say to be careful. If you want your next relationship to last, give yourself time. Give it. Babes, wakanaka visingaiti. Ndofunga kana ibinzi yako ino bakora kundofunga ronaka visingaiti. Nematsukiro wakaita unge pinches kudeso. You're a very successful woman. You're a performer, you're a star. But when it comes to relationships, if ever you get hold of this Shona video, this is my 2 cents to you. Detox of this man. When you are detoxing, if I say detox, can you drink 1 glass of water and you say, I've detoxed? When you say detox of a person, you have to not forget. You can't forget them. You have to unlearn them. You have to go for 2-3 days without thinking about them. You can go for a whole week without even them crossing your mind. That's how you know. When you see them, you can't even get mad. When you feel indifferent, there is apathy when you see them. Like you. Now when you see your ex, you want to do this. Now when you see your ex, have you noticed when you see your ex? And when akatasa kunoko. And when atiji ambo punza atiji. Okay, got drive noko. Okay, got okay. Got it. You know that? You know that? Anan mskana opi. And anengane mskana waya wakakudzo, don't worry, we are just friends. Ndiye mskana wanengane emmoto. Yeah, don't worry, we are just friends. If you still do that when you see your ex, you haven't healed. Do you understand? You are supposed to look at your ex and wish them well and go about your business without even thinking 5 minutes ago I met my ex. That's when you know you have healed. Kwete kuti uchiri kuti Andona akatarisa kupi. Where is he now? Okay. Did he ask about me? What did he say? And then he went to form teaching. Then what did you say? You care. Or even when you see them. Hi. How are you? If you still care, you know. But you know. Even guys, you do the same thing. You change your demeanor, the way you walk. You even buy more alcohol. You start kissing the person. Stupid. I'll think I'm a bear too. You kiss him just don't go short as ex. If you are still there, you haven't healed, mama. You haven't healed. Stop dating. Because you will bruise the people that had nothing to do with your hurting. You are going to cut people and they're going to bleed. And they had nothing to do with this thing that you are in right now. Do you understand that? You kana dance inotowedzera akatasa kuno ugotamba kuzidhunza zvese izvo just to get your ex's attention. You haven't healed, babe. You haven't healed, mommy. You haven't healed. Kandi ede makanaka. Anzi babes asikutanga kurowa namapicha but ndoshauta akashingirire. Let me tell you, those two are the performer. Zvemabhuku nezvemacontract zvikazvo azvimo. She is not. I don't mean to down talk her. I say she's a superstar. She's talented. She dominates the stage. She's fire. But ku academics ka aningakati wa. That is a weakness. Pama fine prints pada kusainiwa kuchaka mabasa acho, getting the dealerships done, the management and all that jazz. Those are not their strengths. Those strengths are mapinja wenyu. Saka, they need each other. Do you understand? To a certain extent, that's why they are together. Not because they love each other. Hey, you fulfill my heart and that's a business agreement right there with mutual understanding, nothing else. But what Babes doesn't understand is that she can get another manager, another person who can do the exact same job without abusing her. But because this guy needs Babes more than Babes needs him. Because with Babes, without the guy, she can get another manager and still be Babes Odum. Without Babes, that idiot is just another guy in the industry. Codependency. Do you understand? That's why she is not living. That's the number one. 2, I don't think Babes knows she's a victim. I don't think she knows she's a victim. Now maybe she knows she's exposing the guy, but she thinks it's normal because our parents say it's normal. Our sisters say it's normal. My aunt has been beaten so many times and she's gone back. So this is how the music plays. So Ndarowa, I'm just gonna go back because of the society that we live in. How say murume kutanza kurova? Muruma asiri wechi hure. My statement, mama sira. Vanatete. nemi vasikana neshamwari dzenyu maslay queens the rest of you people muri maasirwe echihure. Babes Oduma akarwa mbama pasvidhiyo yaya abvunza kuti hanzi uri kundiroverei nokuti ndakubvunza nezvemahore ako, meaning she knows the guy is bitching and she still stays. Nokuti makati kudini muri maasigwe echihure. Veduwe musada kutanga kupointa mafingers kuna Babes Oduma muchiti why doesn't she leave when she is growing up in the same environment that we are conditioning. We are saying muri maasirwe echihure, we are saying imba inonetsa gara. That's what we say to ourselves. That's what we say in society. And then when she gets through the same bullshit and she stays, so, why does she stay? Because society has conditioned us to think abuse is normal. Abusers don't change. Understand this. They never change. The best way to save your life is to save your life and get out. You can't change an abuser. If you don't have the qualifications for it, you can't change. Don't think your prayers and your magic and your cuteness and your beautiful and your nice vagina is going to change this man. My nice vagina takama one up. Babes are nice vagina. Tina Turner is one of the sexiest women I know till today. What happened to her? How did she get out? It has to take a certain beating. Munanafana kuroa kusika a certain extent of but it's just Buddha. People that get abusive, that are being abused, something drastic has to happen for them to leave. Don't think kambama ke every day came so Tuesday, kakangofana came so Wednesday, akana pressure. I don't know about a box mbichan, kana some trunk, kana kumbo Monzi kunyikwa mvura mutabu ombo drown wambichana kuti azive kuti this is dangerous. Do you know that? It has to be drastic. Hakuna munhu akangomuka nhasi akati my husband is very abusive ndapenda kumba and vanhu vari abusive havanzi let's go oza kana usingachadi munhu ka haumbopeka hanzi mbudzi kuzvarira pavanhu hunzi ndibatsirwe. Ukaona mukadzi achipeka pamberi pemurume wako achikwaenda ka she's just crying for help. Kana usingachadi munhu haumboswera uchifonera shamwari dzako looking for validation. Haumboswera uchi unongotuta wega so unongotora ako masuitcase pachinyarara unosiya kana makii kugedhe kuma security complex uko kana kusiya dhora charakashama. If you have had it, you don't need to call that friend of yours that you call. And I moved out 2 months later. And if you tell your abuser that you are leaving him, the other problem why people don't leave these abusive relationships, the abuse becomes more when you leave. The manipulation becomes more when you leave. The threats, the stalking, the water becomes more when you leave. Even if they've moved on with another person and married another person, they will still come after you because they still have your blueprints when you leave. Wakambona my relationship yokuti undikudana nemukomana asi ndichiri kurwa na ex. Mukomana fresh uyu wacho wandiri kudana nayo takutorwa ex tese tiri tu. And then you start, some stupid people feel so special that he can't live without me. No, he's a psychopath. He's a psychopath. Now you're seeing him for the psychopath, but he's always been a psychopath from the time that you were opening your stonyan for him from the time that he said, hello, how are you? My relationships with this guy is too good to be true. I don't mean to be that girl, but child, let me be that girl for you. I am the kind of person, if I find out a guy is too good to be true, I will go and find these exes. Not to hunt them down and stalk them and all that jazz. I will make it a point because I am a narcissist and they're psychopaths and they love spreading their glory. Somehow he's going to mention his ex. Somewhere, papa, he's going to mention his bedtimes with his ex. I will go. I bet you if we gather up my ex-girlfriends, they all have the same story. They have the same song to sing. You want to go chorus chat. As if they have their own parts. Understand this. But not abusive are not about abusive in a So don't think he's going to change. There is no such thing as he's going to change. The best way is to get out. How? By breaking the silence. Abuse thrives in silence. if you speak, but how you speak is important, because ukangoramba uchitinyaudza panapa uchikwai ndarohwa, no one is going to listen to you because you're crying wolf. If you're going to deliver an announcement of stopping this abuse, this threat on your life, do it ronga. Ita mukadzi akangwara, ita murume akangwara, nyatsoronga kuti nyaya yangu nchaitanga, strategize it. Kuti muswa, when you hit the blow, when you deliver, there's no going back. Haikuenda kungoti kwanzi sha open the gate ndiri kuyasha murume unga ndirofuta can't take anymore. Unogara kumba kweshamwari number 1, mangwana unogara kumba kweshamwari number 2, mungwana unogara kumba kweshamwari number 3. Shamwari number 1 and 2 kana vakumwa doro ndiwe nongori topic ufunge neabuse yako iyoyi. Being abused, I don't want another woman to be abused. I don't. I would feel sorry. But if you keep jumping from one friend to another, crying wolf, we are no longer feeling sorry for you because we think you enjoy it. So if ever you wondered why your friends are not supportive over your situation, it's because you've cried wolf so many times. If you want to get out, you have to strategize. Ufunge, use your brain. And how you do it, like I told you, see how Babes did it. He attacked his career. She attacked his career. She attacked his money. She attacked his ego, his status in society. She attacked Pamakend. Do you understand? That's how you do it. Saka iwewe kana uchiziva kuti wangu ndewe zhizhizhi. Ndo pake apa. Ipapo ndo paunoridza ngoma ipapo. Kwete kuti kwanzi unoya panapa uchitumira tuma WhatsApp status. A strong woman, relationship is our ups and downs. What? It's just entertainment for us, and some of us don't care, Mfunge. Gambos are precious. Delivery is very important. It's how you execute exposing an abuser is important. How you nyato gaya funga se munhu akaenda kuchikoro, strategize it and know your person. Irikuti edding. Ndikutaura zvine musoro zvandikutaura ndozani ndakangotarisa hangu foni yangu asi handisingazviziva kuti vanhu vari kureacta sei. Ndiri kutaura zvine musoro here ne? Hi.
Hi, Sua.
How are you, dear?
I'm good and good. Yeah, and wataura point chaiyo handina kutaura zvakawanda, but it's true. Kana wakuda kuenda umbomirira kuti ndimboudza munhu unongosenga mabhegi.
Handiti?
Yes, hauna munhu wokuudza munhu because munhu ari kuvanhu vanoabhuzwa akatanga achiri kufona achiri right, uri right, and wataura point chaiyo.
Yeah, my dear, thank you so much. I'm glad to know we're na kwe papo. Naiwe ndokumbura kubvunza, why do you think these women never leave?
Because vanenge vachiri kuvada vanhu vavo. And vanenge vachidependa nevanhu ivavo. Most of the vanenge vachidependa nevanhu. So kana munhu achidependa naye achiziva kuti handina anondibhadhara rent, anondibhadhara all the things, anongoramba achingomirira ayo. I think ndo zvinoramba zviri vanhu varipo ini.
Yes, that is true. That is true. Shaz, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you. Static. But thank you so much. I could hear you. And this is why you need to emphasize how difficult. Oh no, that is very difficult to leave these relationships. We don't have to sugarcoat it. But it's difficult. This is why. No, there shouldn't be any room for stuff like that. It should be zero tolerance. We know it's difficult. Listen, we know it's difficult to stop being an alcoholic. We know it's difficult to drop that habit. But I think that it's difficult. We know it's difficult to detox from drugs, narcotic drugs. We know it's difficult, but I think that I know it's difficult. Saka mupei my drugs chingompai mbichana nas chet. Let me tell you why. Hanze hautombo takure my bags unosiya cause you don't want to waste time hembe unotenga dzimwe. You know, my mom once told me she was once in an abusive relationship. My mom ndo vakaextenda imba yavaigara nemurume. Actually, the man is my father. I was mudumbu mavo and my sister was 2. And she was in an abusive relationship. And this idiot didn't care kuti mukadzane 9 months mimba. He always used to. My mom vaigara shinzi nokuti mbuya vaiti shinga ndozvinoita imba, shinga ndozvinoita imba. My mom was a police woman. She was not dependent financially on this man. Vese vari 2 vaive mapurisa. But ivo vanga vane chimwe chiposition kukunda my dad. And my mom had the money and all. And kudhara zvaishamisira kuextenda imba. 1986. I was born 1986 in September. My mom was extended from 1985 to 1986. But I was still in the time, so she was about 5 months, somewhere there, 5 months, 6 months. Zvaishamisira singaiti kuextenda imba mutaundi because dzimba dzese dzanga dzingori either kana wanga uri mupurisa waigara mupolice camp and you were living off the government. Kana wanga une imba angangori 2 rooms and all kana raizotenga zimba raishamisira. In 1986, extending a house to have like a 10-bedroom house was a big deal. And my mom had that power. With all that power, she was still being abused mumba nemurumo. My vangu owned a landline, which was very rare. When I also received my phone calls, that's how connected she was, right? With all that influence and all that power, my mom was a very powerful woman. My vangu vakasiya imba yavaka extender 6 bedrooms kusiuku kunzi kusi amene kunzi kusi kuchitunguza kusiuku vakasiya imba vakasiya mabhegi akona mama emasuitcase manenge machangani bhegi ayo epamusoro emhando epamusoro chaiwo. She left everything. Mai vangu vakatora sisi vangu vakaisa apa vakasantana mamota dzechipurisa dzedzia anzi zuva zvauri mwana ndisi mwana mudiki anzi elo at landline. Yes, we had a landline. Taiwan PTC, phone PTC, 1986 having a landline in the house was big because my landline I went to kushkoro ne kuba ne kupu, but it was not my mother had a landline in the house. They had to get up a window. No, when used to receive their phone calls, they would come near window, they could veranda or dining, then they would just receive their phone calls through the window. Nobody dared to receive. Why is it no one had a phone, right? Now, my vangu vakatora mwana Joy ashamba panze asina boots vakaisa pachiuno panapa vakaenda muyard vakanisa mwana musantana. You know Santana mota dzinenge ma lunch box aya emapurisa aya vakakanda Joy pa driver seat nemimba yazuva vakachikaira mota from C to Gweru on a normal Tuesday afternoon. From C, vakaenda kuna aniwa, and you can't just take a company car. But I think she had announced it kubasa kuti the car is gonna go missing. But she's one of the bosses anyway. It's not missing. I have it. Ndo vantora mwana. Vakatora mwana muyard. Vakasiya musikana webasi. Zuva mudumbu. Joy pa driver's passenger seat. She drove to Gweru with nothing. Mwana ari mudumbu dai vakangotaka premature baby. Vanga vasina kana napkin. And she had bought preparation. She left it to see. Joy imbaya vaka extend. You know what? For me, then I knew she was fed up. How do you extend the house in 1986 and you leave it with title deeds and the whole shebang? Joy vakaenda Gweru and life started. She went to the police station in Gweru and he said, call the police station in C, whatever. They'll talk. The same day, my mom had a house, 4-room house, Musenga police camp. I think she laid, I can't garage pass how to live an abuser. Dara paka zoka kumpa, my bag, my passport, everything was there. In 1986, I should have put a passport foot. Everything of hers was there, so he thought, this morning's fight, he had choked her and kicked her in the stomach where I was. This is why I hate the motherfucker. Where I was. She left everything and she moved to Gweru. Vakatanga kuti sketch 1. This is a child. Arikuda crash. Not crash. Burugwa rakapfeka nezuro ndo rakapfeka nhasi. Kwanzi ndakapinda mupower cells. Vakatenga. And then they tairara pasi parupasa to the time that she grew herself up. Mwana zuva akazvarwa. Tikatanga kuenda kuchikoro kuGweru. Got another house. Taigara mupolice camp. Police camp houses are free. To the time she got another stand, another huge ass house. My mom was a slayer like that. She had if you see where my mom stays, like the house is just. Why do you need this big house and you live alone? That she's like, I go big or go home. She's always been like that. She got it from my granddad. My granddad in 1986 he had a solar panel kumusha. Oh yes, and he had a tap. Ndakazvarwa kumusha kwedu kusina tsime isusu. With a tap. Yes, a tap. There's a picture of me as a child crawling on a tap. Kuruzev, not growth point. Kumachonyonyo kuruzev. They were just big people like that. Okay. Now, if you are able to live that life and you start from scratch, it takes a lot. So when it's time for you to leave, when your husband or your girlfriend or whatever is abusive, remember, every time your friend is in trouble with the boyfriend, come and take me. He's an idiot. He's pissing me off. Come and take her. They are not ready to separate. The day that they separate and they don't announce it, then you know these people are ready. Do you understand that? Material things don't matter. A lot of it, I know it's difficult. Listen, let me say this in just accept it's difficult to live a relationship, but it's possible. It's not easy, but it's possible. It's not easy, pakuti. Vamwe vakadzi vanenge vane vana mu relationship are abusive. A person who is a narcissist is difficult to live because they then play victim. When you leave this person, they'll go on a hunger strike. Don't fall for those traps. It's just an act. The same way he acted to be nice and holier than thou when you met him. They know how to manipulate you. It grows, like I told you. The crime grows all the time. Every time he abuses you, what he did to you the last time is smaller than what he did to you today. It grows. Now, the apology grows as well. I'm not going to open the hunger strike. I'm going to go to kubasa. Boss wake agokufonera iwe kuti nemake muruma sina kuya kubasa. Ogofunga kuti ayewa. Saka anondida. Zvechokwadi pane munhu akatondiza kuti kwanza ana kwakarara mubhawa nekuti anga ne stress. It's an act. It's difficult. So when you have children and we are financially dependent on each other, it's difficult to live. This is why these victims don't live. They care about material things. I told you the story of my mother to show you how valuable her things were in 1986. How valuable those things were. She left. Saka mai, zvokuti ndiye anobhadhara mota, ndiye anobhadhara insurance. Saka ndikabva drive Benz. Ndikabva, hauna zvarwa wakabata Benz amangu. Vana vangu vane kamwe ka lifestyle kavanako kavajaira. Saka ndikabva and I'm going to stay somewhere else. My children are not going to have that lifestyle. Listen, I would be damned before I let a child ride in an Audi latest 2019 model raising a broken child. Because you have to choose your child's wellness or Benz. That's what you're doing. It's not, children don't care if you have a city golf kana kuti Mercedes Benz. Havana basa iwewe ne ego yako ne status yako dimi mulota care. Children don't care if they're wearing Balenciaga or they're wearing Mickey Mouse t-shirts kana bero. They don't care. But because you have been accustomed to a certain lifestyle, you don't have to be rich. Even if you're poor and is abusing you, there's something that you're hooked onto that comes with it. ichocho chistatus. Let's not go far tichiti kwanzi isa hatina mabhenzi. Pane vanhu vasina mabhenzi varakatarisa program inoyi asi ari kushaisa saka ndinogarire chii? Hapana bhenzi yacho. This man doesn't even drive. This man doesn't even have a cent. This man haatogoni kana kutombokwira zvine musoro zvatingadzana tichipururudza panapa. Murume uyu haana kana tse asi ndogarire. The people can be addicted to emotions and relationships. Do you understand that? Kungojaira ngomuka uri padhuze nemunhu kana kunzi ndonzi ndiri mai havane ndozvandogarira zvo. Do you know you can stay for that? Or my relatives ako iwewe, my relatives ako, they say stay because somehow you become less of a person in society if you're not married. So we are addicted to that title and we are addicted to that lifestyle that we have. There's a chance of you leaving that person and you even have a better life. Better. But you don't emotional independence. There's a way that person makes you feel. Some people are addicted to be diminished. They are addicted. They've been, I'm going to add you now, Fafa. They've been programmed, somehow conditioned to think that it's okay to be treated badly. Do you understand? So once somebody comes along and tries to treat you right, something is wrong because you've been made to think you are bad, you are not worthy, unongori munhu nje, you are ugly, nobody wants you, basically. Inini ndindotokuda nokuti tine vana tese kana kuti ndindotokuda nokuti ndakatozongonzwirawo tsitsi. So you think if I go out there no one will want me because I'm damaged goods, because I've got 4 children, because I'm not working, because I'm fat, because ndine chakati, so no one will want me. So you stay. That's why it's difficult because you have invested your you have invested so that is nonsense. How can you insult your own father? Oh, shut up, man. Fafa, it doesn't give me an option to aid you, darling. Don't to buy Fari. I'm not even going to aid you. I don't need your energy today. Be careful that I don't block you. Vachi Woro, let me aid you. Yes, it would aiding. Be careful when you invest your emotions and your feelings. You are giving that person kuti aite zvaanoda nema feelings ako and the way you think. For somebody to be physically abused in a relationship, it doesn't start physically, it starts emotional abuse. And once they have you, emotionally abusing you. So before you say, so they get away with it. It grows, like I told you. It's a demon that grows. As long as you before you know it, it owns you. Emotional abuse. Ndambonyora samwe pana wedra ndukutsvaga. Oh, narcissists. They are self-obnoxious people. It starts off by separating you, disregarding your feelings. They are very dismissive and they are self-obsessed. They ignore you. You can even say something. Suggestion they disregard you. First, they've isolated you from your friends. I've made sacrifices. And the funny thing is, they don't have many friends. They don't. The ones that are there, they're not always around for them to see my actions. Because they isolated your friends. You're acting funny. They can pick it out if something is wrong with their friend. That's why they isolate those people. Because they can pick out which this person is being abused. And they'll speak out. Remember, abuse thrives in silence. Now, you find out these people that are being abused. 1 or 2 controllable friends are inside. That are also not able to identify abuse. Or are too quiet or too coward. Or they just mind their own business. They're there in that relationship for their own reasons. You get friends that are your friends, but they're not your friends. They're parasites. They're there for some reasons, for their benefit. Do you understand? So they will see you being abused. They don't care as long as they get what they want from you. It's none of my business. That's what they say, those friends. Those are not good friends. because they are very selfish and they are in it for their own reasons. So watch out for those friends. I want a friend anopasa dora rangu achiti ndafonera shamwari yangu makusana nakudera phone, and I speak to my friend every 8 o'clock. She didn't answer the phone today and you guys have been fighting. What's happening? That's a friend. Hakwana wakuti kwanzi anokubhabhadzira and even sends you back home. Mukarwa husband yako inotinda ku friend yo yanosati anonomsofta. You are not a good friend, right? Those people will manipulate you and they are very passive aggressive. And they like throwing daggers. They'll make you feel bad for the things that they say. And then they are waiting for your reaction. And if you don't react, somehow it's okay. And if you react, they're going to react to your reaction. So they will throw a bone. It's a test. Mind you, it's a test. I'm aiding you, darling. Vachiworo. And it's a 50. Some women treat men very bad. True? Hi, Zua. Talk to me, dear. How are you?
And this pa screen and now kisa makeup.
No problem.
Zuvaka. Nyaya abuse inonetsa, but inini ndine my experiences and your topic yandita kuti ndifunge kuti what is it vakadzi chinotiita kuti tite allow abuse.
Yes.
Like I myself have experienced it to a point yekuti I'm now a bit scared of getting into a relationship.
Okay.
So no question yandiroda kupa vanhu kuti like what exactly should we do, because inini hangu personally I'm someone wekuti those people who will be abusing me vanenge vasina zvavainazvo. Ndinenge ndine zvinhu zvangu, I'll be working and I'll be having my own monies. Ene munhu anenge achitozviziva kuti munhu uyu akatozvimirira, like your example yawapa yamama vako. Munhu anenge achitozviziva but then they feel, I think, intimidated by you, then they want to put it on you with all their reasons and so forth. But my question now is, what is the solution? Ndakutya iwe zuva ndakutya, I don't want to lie. Eno ndatombofunga kuti pamwe ndikatsvaga hangu tumadhara twevarungu twachembera muno muEurope. Pamwe ndingazomutonga, pamwe ndomutongawo. Ndochimutongawo inini. I don't know, but then that will not be love. What's the solution?
Okay, I have a solution for you. What I think might work for you.
Yeah.
You need to find time and first congratulate yourself for even getting out of a relationship. It is abusive.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you have to congratulate yourself for being strong enough to see you are not worth this bullshit.
Yeah.
Right. There's something about congratulating yourself that kind of boosts power, so that extra power, confidence, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you tell yourself you are now on a mission. And you know that mission is self-worthy.
Yeah.
Self-love.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've been through it. Right now, to not one 100% self-love.
Yes.
And then you need to literally write down your boundaries. Yes. You can't cheat on me 3 times. You only have to cheat on me once.
Mm-hmm.
So and you have to stick to those boundaries. You have to stick to them because they are your boundaries. They're not his boundaries. And you have to address them. And you have to address them in the beginning of a relationship. But first, before you jump into that relationship, before you even call it a relationship, courtship. Is it courtship?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not like an open relationship, but I'm not promising you anything, and you're not promising me anything. It's just baby steps. Let's just see how this goes. It's okay, you can go. I understand. Yeah, like a probation, but you don't tell me it's a probation. Probation, you are looking for certain things. You've been through a lot of relationships and this, so you know my traits and these abuses for something in common that you pick out.
It's true.
And don't be quick. Do not be quick
to say your A to Z story to a person who is not in a relationship with you.
It's true, Zuba. And they normally, these abusers, they normally use whatever you told them against you. Papaya.
Yes, yes. Saka, paonanga achikutell him about yourself. Tell him you like cheese. Tell him you like Fanta. Tell him you like movie yakati. Usamuudze kuti ndine 12 years ndakarerwa nambuya vangu. Ndine 15 years ndikamudzidziswa. Ndasikwa nababa vangu. Ndoba ndazobatwa chibharo. Ndoba ndazodare. All that, your blueprints. Inside your blueprints, you will find your weaknesses and your strengths. Muma blueprints, remember?
Exactly.
You can't.
Wow.
You can't give a person that you don't know your blueprints. You can't. Bank account ako.
And even avatauri kana chinhu. Avatauri. Like the last one, kana kutomubvunza, like, so who is your father? Where is your father? Whatever. Nothing. You are kungovhura mafaira nemabhuku necheese.
Stepfather. You are a stepfather's real father, mother's boyfriend. Because you know what? Women love being listened to. And these abusers know them. They love being, because nobody listens to us. Sakandikatwana munwani. Oh, but wow, you're a strong woman. Wow, you're a beautiful woman. Wow, you're a hard worker. What are you going to do? Now you're talking about that colleague of yours. Now you're talking about your boss. Now you're talking about all your weaknesses in one date.
No, thanks, Zuba. But I'm abusers ariko out there. Hapana kuti une mari kana kuti hauna mari yerenti. Vanenge vachitodya mari yako iyoyo yacho achitokuabusa futi.
It's true. Like I said, you have to make that list of boundaries. Listen, that list of boundaries, you have to stick to it. If you don't want to be abused anymore, emotionally, financially, whatever, there are boundaries. If you say, and if badarere murume taxi, and tengere murume phone, and pe murume man, stick to that.
Yeah, it's true.
But it's true. Yes. So if you make those boundaries and stick to them, and don't be quick to say your A to Z to a man, there's a chance that you might actually and stop dating men from the same box. Stop dating men from the same box.
I want to aiwa izvozvo handichaite zuva like ezvinoda tokuudza, to be honest, hangu vanhu tuka henyu. Ndakanyatsoti hangu rega nditomboita zvemadhara evechirungu ava, maybe ndikangowana anondirespecta. You understand?
Yes.
Hey, that's what I'm thinking, and that's my choice right now. Handichatokwanisi, moyo wangu wasviba kusviba.
I understand, but guess what? Guess what?
Yes.
There are 7 billion people in this world. You will eventually find one.
Amen. I will know that I will, definitely.
All right. Thank you, ne?
Thanks, Zuba. Thanks, my dear. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Thanks.
Lois, I'm trying to add you, but I know that green button to add. So go and request to add. Fafa, okay, Fafa there. Now I'm trying to add you. You got no answer from guest. Okay, it's because of but Ndambo Eda Muma one. Tambudzai. It's got no option to add you. Lois Banda, I'm trying to add you, darling. Ndukungobaya angopinda first. Opinda first ndio anongobaya. Irikuti adding Lois Banda. Lois Banda. Irikuti adding. Louise or Lois? I think it's Lois.
It's saying ending, Saka. You have to click accept. Once I'm here, try again. I'm gonna try you just now. Let me just give Lois Banda 5 seconds to accept. I must switch on the fan. Lois yaramba shamari yangu lekandi ediramwe Fafa. Hello Shalon Frankes. Are you okay, my home girl? Helena Erikuramba. Let me add Fafa. I think it's the Wi-Fi. Let me disconnect Wi-Fi. No response. Love you, Zuva. I love you too, Tambudzai. I love you back. Guys, let's just call it quits. Hands in my eyebrows. Akasiananas. You guys, you have to give me a break about these eyebrows. Have you ever really done makeup every day and it comes out proper every day? Every day? Some days are good, some days are bad. Hands Natafa, can you address men abuse too, Zuva? Our brothers here can learn a thing or two because vamwe so zive when they are being abused. That's true. Takamboita one men that are being abused. Men that are being financially abused, men that are being emotionally blackmailed, men that are being trapped in relationships that they didn't really okay, awesome adding. Okay, let me just address Tafa. We talked about men that are being emotionally abused, physically abused, but most abuse that happens to men, mostly, it's emotional abuse. Do you know there are some people that are married today? There are a lot of people that are married today. And they don't understand why their husbands won't stop cheating or why their husbands. A lot of people forget my marriages that are based on dzokera kwawabva or waita mimba indamomsiya kumba kumuridzi wemimba. Listen, making someone pregnant doesn't mean that you love them, and making someone pregnant doesn't mean that they are your soulmate. Making someone pregnant like that is just a stupid, ridiculous move that has got lifetime consequences. How many people do you know that have been made pregnant and vakabva vararamwirwa kwavakamitisiwa? How many men do you know akatopiwa mukadzi neforce kunzi wamitisa iwewe rorai mwana uyu ndimamumitisa, and imaingosvirano maingotawo short time oya makangoitawo kuzheuko muchiri kuchikoro obva wamumitiswa, and you don't even love this man. Yange engweri imwe and then you were actually forced to marry this man because you're pregnant by him, or you're forced to marry this girl because you made her pregnant. She's not even your soulmate. You don't even love her. Wakangoshudawo beans ndobva wangomitiswa, or wakanonoka kubva kubhawa, or wakanonoka kubva kumafaro kupati ndobva warara out. Baba vako ndobva vatsamwa asingaiti, and the mother just to save a marriage. Dzokera kwawabva, and then wodzokera kwawabva, and then you atwana mukadzi mahara to a point whereby awana mukadzi mahara after 6 months or 3 months obva vangoya vati tine $50 vanoti atorai, it's fine, torai wototengesa mwana ne$50. And a lot of people started marriages like that, where you are just stuck with this person because they got pregnant by you, or vakaramba kumba kwavo because anonoka kuenda kumba ndanga ndina prosper ndobva watodzokeserwa kuna prosper ipopo. And a lot of marriages are built on that. Do you know that your man can cheat? He doesn't love you, but you were just a wife. You are not his soulmate. I got a girlfriend, 10 years and a girlfriend. Wakamara masmall say ane 7 years and 8 years ari pa murume womunhu, and murume achokuza kuti iyu ndiye soulmate yangu, but I can't because I married this one in community of property and they're going to sue each other and all that jazz. Some of these things are caused by the parents. let me know if you know someone who has been in a relationship like that, who has been muri yake akatotanga akatanga family on circumstances like that. Amitiswa akutobva anokandwa pamurume. And usafungoti me sleeping around with these people, I like them and I love them. Kamfana akandokafarira rega nombokashudisa beans. Wotomitisiwa ipo paya. Wakutokandwa kumba kwemurume, but that is not your soulmate. And you grow up unhappy. And your man does stupid things and you don't understand why. Because you were not meant to be together. But his main thing was anga achikuda kuenjoy life yeubachura. Ndiba angokandirwa mukadzi nokuti anoshanda Now you don't understand why this man keeps going kumabhawa uko. Because in his mind, he's not mentally prepared to take you into his life. In his mind and his soul, he is still a bachelor. Ari out kunotamba nemamwe my friends ake uko. And you don't understand why. And these women are in unhappy marriages because of parents. Some of these marriages, the men can become abusive. He didn't, wink wink, and dimukadzuju. I see atapa mwana wechitatu. Ago muroba mukadzi yeye in the eyes of the children. Nimuchiti shinga. It's crazy, but nobody talks about it. Nobody talks about it. Why is this man abusive to this woman? Because he was forced to have this woman to live with him in his life. To live with her in his life. Now he has to support her in everything that she represents in her life. He's not even educated enough. Now she's there. Makambona situation yokuti murume renge riri handsome and he's got his life together. Asimukazo chuchuto ngechimwe chinhu chakangokandwa changoswapo. But I know he love. Mukada ku investigate at kuma stories wakadaruka, you will find it. You will find out. I have a friend of mine. My God, that guy is handsome. Oh! Akura. Nati I even said ngati ndofunga maziva ako iwoka. Waito shuda stonyeni mahara pamusana pe MCM yako. Ndogana chimuwanzira like that. Skanza zuwa yange ngambonetse ndangoti cheka just roll up zvaibva zvangoita. Actually akazvina akura atwa baba ni is grown. He's grown. He's really grown. But actually kugeza saka tovati Uncle Bay. Because vanogeza vanozvigwa vachiri kuzvinzwa ndimudhara ndibaba yava ndazvinhu utarise mukadzi wake. No education. Yeah, the education is there, but it's not there. Haana kuzofanana nowhere ane thesis. He's got a thesis. Ndofunga ne form 4 or something. Ane vana 4. You can tell kuti uyu munhu uyu nasi asati ageza uyu. Uyu nasi water has not touched this skin. Uyu. You know those people? She doesn't even dress up. She doesn't even try. They are the opposite of each other. When we are together, Kunzo, we'll be laughing and cracking up and all that. And goes, let's go home. There's something I need. Depending on my files and Cooper. We go to his house. Because we're friends like that. The wife knows that they're just friends. I enter the house. He is shut down. He is gone. He is just a dad, a husband, and the person who protects this house. That's vibe, okay? He always tells dirty jokes. Oh, that's why I'm friends with him, because he's always telling dirty jokes. He's not a bitch or anything. He's just another person when he's not with his wife. Ndakamboti pamwenda mwana mukadzi nasari pamba saka anogogezerepi ari pamba. Pakati abrai akauya nemukadzi wake. Anoziva kuti this brand yekubasa kwakazara maslay queen kubasa. First time I was like, let me not judge. Inini muna kanisvikira pamba pangu ina angu andiwani kuenda kabvaruka. But muna kanisvikira pamba pangu ndisina bra. I mean, my house, I don't have to judge myself up. Uya abuda, that's why he's looking nice and all that, right? She was not dressed up. Okay, fine. She came out. Not even lipstick. Vaseline. Mahara, yeah, Vaseline. Nothing. Fine. There are some women that just believe in their natural beauty. Okay. Hembe. How do you wear this and this on the same body at the same time? And wear these shoes and put on this bag and I can't go kanda hembe pa body yake. Like she's just opposite. And she's fine. She's not down or what. She's just a normal person. She's just the opposite of her husband. She's not, her face is not pleasant to look at. I won't say she's ugly. Someone will look at her and say she's beautiful. For me, I find the face not pleasant to look at. My friend is a drop-dead gorgeous man. One day, okay, I know it's none of my business, but you know I'm your friend. What the fuck? And then my friends, I'm gonna wonder they're mature people because people say I've got an old soul. I've got friends over 50. We sit and drink and whatever. They come to, how are you married to this woman? How are you this vibrant, this alive, this fun, this crazy? You just took 2 shots and you almost got arrested. And be a completely different person when you're in your house. Or when you're with your wife. I can't help but notice you're my friend. What the fuck? So I said, you go. Then go should all beans or she was one of my people and all that. You can stupid. She just got pregnant. The next thing people came and left her at my house. 27 years ago. And ever since, she's there. But she's sitting on 4 kids. How do you accidentally make 4? The first one I understand. The other 3, she's there, so she has needs. So I give her the needs and babies come out. I'm like, is that why you have a girlfriend that you've been having a girlfriend for the past 11 years? The same woman, one girlfriend for the past 11 years. So that's my soulmate. I met her after this one was dumped by my house. It got me thinking. There's under this, they're still together every day. And these are priorities or whatever. He leaves his house, nezi motor rake, ago pula panza, apa yellow bone, ago enda kubaso, ago zoka, ago garapamba, ago didi. Like a normal person. I'm like, are you happy? It's like, no. But my happiness doesn't, because I made a mistake and I made her pregnant. And people had goals for her in life and all, and tango danana, chikoro and stuff, and then things happened and she's 37 years, not 27 years. They've been together for 37 years. Now they just came and dropped her by my house and said that she's pregnant. I didn't even marry her. Takasongwendi married damage and stuff, and I gave my uncle monies and they went and they paid. I'm not really sure what they paid for, but yeah. And I'm like, did you finish marrying her? She can say, yes. Later they started complaining and I just sent money. And that was it. Do you love her? And it's like, no. Imagine, fair. I was like, if this man is like this, how many other men are? There are so many men in this band. Or they just fell in a trap of this pregnant. Takakura mculture yekuti ukamitisa unotoroora. Saka you end up with these people that you don't even love. Kudara kwa kusina makondo mkasha. Saka, yeah. And there are so many of us that are just miserable in those houses. But I don't even love that woman. I love my children, yes, but I have a soulmate. And my soulmate came later. One stupid mistake and I'm stuck with this one. Wait, I wanted to run home to my husband and make sure, I hope you're not stuck in a relationship. Yeah, and some marriages are kept together by family and doing right by your parents. Oh yes, but the men won't stop cheating. It's true. And I'm like, do you mind if I just poke my nose in your business for a while? Because I'm doing research and I like these things. I like people's stories like this because I like talking and I know there's some people that can relate to this story. Do you mind if I just stick around and poke my nose into your business? And it's like, go ahead, she's not going anyway. She's just going to get mad by the time she finishes. I went, and then I started just showing up by their house like maybe once in a week and all that. And I started having conversations with her. And I noticed she was so unhappy. Hansi, now you are making some of us think. Ooh, yes. How did you get in that marriage? Right? And then I started talking to this lady. And I noticed she was so unhappy. She was a walking grave. She was empty. She knew what her husband's favorite color was. She knew what her husband liked to eat. She knew her children's sizes of shoes. She knew everything about other people. She didn't know anything about herself because she just literally made herself a person who takes care of other people and takes care of this problem. She was empty. She was... Because do you ever think that your husband is in an affair or something? And it's like, she's like, ndaimborwa nezvenyaya yekuhure izvi. I just stopped. Ndakangomira ndikangoona kuti ndingatozozvipengera ndega. So why don't you leave him? Why don't you leave him? And I'm not saying leave him. I'm saying, why haven't you left him? Sikanzoendepi? Pandakabva kuchikoro ndanga ndisina kana course, ndanga ndisina kana chii, ndaingoziva zvekutsvaira mumba chete. I've had jobs and stuff, and yeah, I can do office jobs and all that, but is that why you're not happy because you don't have a job? Because no, this man, I do everything for him. I do everything for this man. I don't cheat. I'm a good wife. And vana vake vanoziva ndinovaza nemutupo vese. I have raised his sons right. I am a strong woman. I am this. When she starts talking about herself, she starts getting this power back. I do this for my man. I love my husband. Ndinomuwachira, ndinomubikira, ndinoita zvese kumapati ndinodidi andigoni hangu kupfeka ndoziva ndinezori. I'm not very stylish like you girls and all that. Asi handina tsvina. There is nothing I don't do. I love this man's relatives. Mai vake ndinovagwadamira. I have respect for this man. I have respect for his people. Kana panguva dzerufu, I am that makoti anosungirira dhuku. Agosunga Zambia ndigwenda kunorimona sadza pamoto. I am faithful. I'm one of those faithful women. But my husband keeps cheating. I don't know why. Imagine. Most of you women today come here and say, I don't know why my husband is cheating. I don't know why he won't stop cheating. I don't know why he's not cheating. This man told me, pump and plain, Mubawa, I don't love her. Akangonda kangora mugba mukadzi. My days and the parents brought her to my house because I'm the owner of the pregnancy. And one day I just woke up married. I wasn't even mentally, psychologically prepared to get married. But now I had to. My first salary, I had to give her with that child. All my plans were thrown in the bin because this person was just brought because culture says. And my parents said, so I married her to shut my parents up. And because of this woman and because of this member, so I don't have to love her. I still want my girlfriend. I have a soulmate that I met years after. So if she had not come to my house, I was probably not even going to be married. This is what most marriages are based on. Kufoseredzwa kurorwa. Forced marriages. I don't want to disappoint my parents. My parents said I must marry this man. Kuchurch. They're expecting me to marry this girl. They're expecting me to marry this boy. I must get married by the time I'm 25. I should have been 23. By 25, ndotanga kuzvara. Because of the conditioning. Now, wakungotora chese chawaiwana murodhi mongo kandamba. Because of the society that we live in. And you come here and you ask me, why do men cheat? This is why. They have wives that they don't love in their husband, in their houses, but obligations, responsibilities, and society says do this, so they do it. Stage marriages, it's sad. How many people, how many you, age group and a little older than me, and a little younger than me, but somewhere, 32, 30 what they. Most of you people were born in staged marriages. In forced marriages, most of you, most of us, most of us were born in this kind of marriages. This is why you say black people don't show affection to each other. So public. Some of these people don't even love each other. Why is it that our generation now, we express affection more than our parents. Why? Have you noticed? We express affection to our children and to our loved ones, in public or not in public, more than you saw growing up in your family. I tell my children I love you every single day. You know what, my mother, the mama say I love you because I love you. How come you never say it? You never say it. You say it once in a while. But you don't tell me you love me every day. Yes. I'm like, Dad, you never say you love me. You show that you love me. You buy me clothes. You take me to school. You do all these things. But you never, ever, ever tell me that you love me. Ever. You say it once in a while. Kana mchipopota kundari uko. Vana vangu ndo vadai nini. Ndo da vana vangu nini. Mimi muromo wenyu kunditi zuva. I love you. And kiss me on the forehead here every single morning. And wake me up with a kiss here. And you never. And you say that you love me. How come you never tell me that? You never tell me that you love me. But I know you love me. But why don't you tell me? Why don't you express it? I stopped and I thought, Kuti, what kind of marriages were these people getting themselves into? What? And black people show affection if they are emotionally involved, not kanataka gararavana. Oh yes. Maina baba wananifamba kuseri kweroduku, mwa kufamba kuseri kweroduku. Asa kwenda kunjimbo 1. My mom and dad, my mom wafanda mpera ku Midlands Hotel, baba wangu achifambira ku Batanai. Asivese vari kuenda ku showgrounds. And they love each other singaiti. And kind of garra, you see that statement ndo garravana. Now you see vanhu vechirume vachibereka vana kumusana. Izvezvi it's cool. Kutenga mbereko dzemazuva idzi dziri kumama manonzi maima whatever magako giko chiko magrako anonzi maiko mama labels enyaya baby way. It's cool kutenga mbereko. Every man can't wait kuti mwana wake paanozvarwa anotora mbereko yake okachukira mwana. It's cool to see black dads vakabereka mwana now. It's cool to see black dads akatobata achifida mwana, achisuka ndiro, achidididi with his wife, wearing matching clothes, kissing in public, touching and taking pictures and all. Now. Back in the days. And mama vangu vanototi thank you kana what I love you. Yes, we are coming out of homes that don't really show affection that much. No, how many of you people, let me see by love and likes, that knew that your parents loved you, they just never said it. Hanzi churungu ichocho chekuti I love you. Fine. Chekungoti ndokuda mwana wangu. Ndokuda mwana wangu every day. How many times you tell your children I love you now? Inina zviite kuti zirinyure. Ndotonzwa kunge something is wrong. I'm going to add you sense. Something if I don't tell my children that I love them. And then my son, every time I say I love you, he says, okay. Oh my God, my mom. She wants you to answer her. If you don't answer her, she won't shut up. Answer, just say I love you too, Becky. Just keep quiet. Yeah, because I will say I love you. I love you. And the child says, I love you too. No good repair. Akakoti, thank you. So yes, and then now it's easy. If you tell your child I love you every day, it's easy for your child to express affection in life later, right? We got to say I love you now, seeing other people do it and seeing other races do it and being exposed to the internet and watching television. Whoa! So I love you kumkazi wako. I love you kumwana wako. Oh, you see my love number likes. I said everybody, these people that are throwing my love number likes are the ones that are agreeing with me that they knew that their parents loved them. They just never told them. Ajite. Ndakamvunza mama wangu ndiyati, how come you never told me that you love me? Sanzesha. Kwakanaka. Ndakakwanisa ku boarding school iwazwa ndikati aiwa. You were supposed to do that. You gave birth to me. You were supposed to take me to school. Ndokutengera chikafu iwezuva panapa. Ndokupfekedza hembe iwezuva panapa. Saka unoti how do you mean I don't love you? Ngati mom, you do all these things but you never tell me that you love me. Dad, uncle, gogo, mbuya, sekuru, you never said these words to me. I love you, Zuba. You never. I know you love me, but you never said these words. Why? Why you never said those words? It's because they are stuck in those arranged marriages where they just have to coexist and co-parent. But nobody really loves the other. Don't think they are to love. No means the well-being of my children, to make sure these children go to school, go to church, go get clothing, get medical care. I love you, because if they loved you, they would have told you. A lot of us are mistakes. Oh shit, I'm pregnant. Birth control. It's not like my mother will be like, okay, in September, in January, I want to get pregnant. Remember I got to patch her. Then that's how you explain 10. Akuna na normal. Anusharawana 12. No, I'm not saying our parents were not normal. But this day and age, Jasiana, back in the days, it wasn't a trend. Now I'm sitting on 8 kids. Oh, now I'm sitting on 9 kids. It wasn't on purpose. Now I'm sitting on 10 kids. Oh, now I'm sitting on 11 kids. Now I'm having my 12th kid. Iowa. There was no birth control. That explains why those people. My father's mother, my mother's father, that one, he had 12 live births. Live births. She got married at 16. From 16, akatanga bas. Live. I got an operation. Live. 12 times. And I asked Granny when she was in her old age, I'm like, did you really plan for these kids? She was like, doka. They were just those things were just happening. Now there's contraception. You can control how many kids you want. Right? Auntie, saying it doesn't mean that you mean it. Actions speak louder than words. Love is seen, not told. My friend, let me tell you something. You have to tell your children that you love them. The words of affirmation. These things, they have a psychological impact on a person. This thing of guessing if I'm loved or not. Listen, I can buy clothes. Panone to go my PS18, PlayStation 6, PlayStation 7. You are right. But listen, a child doesn't care whether you buy clothes or not. And love is seen, not told. Listen, a child. Love is this thing of love is seen. A child cannot see love. Do you understand? Yes, the child can feel love. My parents buying me clothes and all that jazz, they were supposed to do that. A child feels love. And once you tell a child something and you repeatedly tell a child something, they believe it. So you are quick to kutsiura mwana kutabata ni moto usaenda kusango usadai, but you are not quick to tell a child those things that you are telling a child. You are guiding and conditioning the child kuti mwana ukabata moto unotsva ukaenda kurwizi rwega unonyura and all that jazz. But you can't tell a child that you love them. Words have got a big impact on a child, more than this seen, not told things. If you tell a child that, whether you mean it or what, it has an impact on the child. I highly doubt if there's a mother who can say to a child, I love you, and not mean it. A person can tell you, I love you, and they'll be lying dead in your face with these nice teeth that I love you. But a mother cannot tell a child that I love you and not mean it. 99% of the times, the mothers mean it. It's important to tell your child that you love them, because it creates that reassurance in their brain, their worth. It's normal. I'm seeing that my mother loves me because she's clothing me. I'm seeing that my mother loves me because she's taking me to school. But at the same time, these are her responsibilities to do it anyway. I want her to tell me from her heart that she loves me. Do you see the difference? Anyway, Hansina Cookie, no, everyone wants to be told I love you. It's really a good thing to tell them I love you. Always, it changes things. It does. It has an impact on a child to tell your child that you love them. But some of these parents of ours, they were busy trying to keep their marriages together. They didn't have time to tell you that they loved you. And some of these marriages are built on kurangwegwa vakadzi. Wamitisa? Ndosaka rora mukadzi by force by fire. Kana kuti wabvazera inanororwa chopas. You put children in abusive relationships. e.g. vana babes vodhumo vakupopota paInstagram. Some of these relationships are forced. People expect you to be in love with this person. They expect you to fall in love with this person. Now you put people, some of us, we pressure people into relationships. We don't even know what happens behind closed doors. So if your children, now if you're facing a situation whereby, if you're watching this and you're facing a situation whereby you want your child to get married, do not force children into getting married. Akamitisiwa mbuya, torai mwana muchengeti. It's better for you kuti mutatarike mutsvage mapampers emwana than kuti murorese mwana kubhozwero. Mabhozwero aya muri kukandara vana aya. Wona zvakaita kuna makanaka. I don't mean to down talk this woman. She's another woman just like me. I respect everything she represents and I respect her trade. But look at Makanaka. Makanaka where kidsnet. Kids.com. Kids.com here part ZBC here. What happened? What was the story? Because of money. Mwana akamitisiwa kuzhoko. Akaita a stupid mistake. I'm very sorry. But this is your problem. Mese. Kwete kuti her problem. That's what family is. You protect. Because mukamufoseredza kwenda kunororwa nokuti ibhozwero. Tatopinda. Nokuti life yedu inobva totanga kuti abo momushingirisa ipapo. When those doors close, kana makambona movie inonzi Diary of a Mad Black Woman. When the doors close, what happened in Diary of a Mad Black Woman when the friends decided to throw a party for the friend. Stripper ikawaya katamba muruma chinobva apinda. Kanza everybody go. Stripper ikaenda my friends akaenda thank you Ashley bye. Door richivharwa. What happened? Akamurova nembamba akaita 360 akati D pasi. What happens behind closed doors in these forced marriages? Because he's rich. Ndibudi wekuchurch, ndi Asha wekuchurch. He's the pastor's helper. He's an aspiring pastor. Ndibaba wekuchurch. Saka mwanangu datotarurwe nemwana wa pastor. Putting your children in with these monsters. Anyway, Gamban's not tougher. Yes, the words should be said out loud. You might be dating a guy who can afford to buy you the world, but asingakude. But he is doing it because he can. So tell your partner and mean it. Tell your children that you love them. And I said specifically for adults, not children. Okay, I stand to be corrected. Children need to be told you love them. You misunderstood me. All right, Sisi Ushe. Okay, thank you so much. Yes. Thank you for clarifying that, because ndandato kusaidi nchiti mafungiro akasiyana. You misunderstood me. Okay, right. Hansi laughing the makeup. Thank you, Marcia. Maslin. Anyway, guys, my turn. Zvarangu rapera. I think we have spoke. Oh yeah. And another thing that I forgot to talk about. Abusers play victim and abusers attack themselves also. Baby Sha, I have a short temper. You know, I'm an idiot. I don't understand why I keep hurting the woman I love. I have demons. Something is wrong with me. There's something wrong with me. Your voice is a doctor. I'll take care of you. Haindine shaviri urombeni. Mukadzi wangu akanaka so. Asi ndomurova haindine mashavi chete nini. Ndakagarwa, ndakaroiwa. Someone put things on me. There's a devil trying to keep us apart. Mhepo dzekumba kwedu dzakunditevera. Hanzi nakukitongo. Don't go to say, come on camera nditaure newe. That's one thing abusers will say after they abuse you. They will put the blame on they'll put the blame on themselves. Before they beat you, they put the blame on you. You pressed my buttons. You see what I'm now doing? You see what you're causing? So they blame you. Kutati, you receive a beating. For you to receive the beating nicely, with confidence and a smile on your face, they put the blame on you. Yeah, you see what you do? You pressing my buttons. You really know how to get me worked up. You really know. Justified it. Oro. Mangwana. Sorry, manjeno yakanzi. Baby, I really have a bad temper. Baby, ndofunga mumba kwedu kune mhepo. My father was an abuser. So I think mhepo dzacho dzabva muntaraunda achembera nawo, saka I think they're now on me. Now they're playing victim. You see what just happened? Japera. Human beings forget pain. This is the problem. They forget pain. They can remember, they forget. Once you get cut, ukapora, watokangama, you can probably gonna do the same thing that cut you again. Sorry, ako. Hey, chichi. Anakana Mari, I managed to find this man who couldn't get a necklace here. Please accept my apology. Then you got diamonds on your neck. Please accept my apology. Wopiwa black card. Kuno South Africa kune ronzi black card. Kuno kapuwa black card wapinda. Okay? Rine unlimited credit. Like you can buy whatever the hell you want. Unlimited. There's no you have exceeded your Wopiwa. When swap a profile picture. When they swap out to dinner. They love praising you in public. So whenever friends are around, but when I'm kadzwangu, when I'm menya yangu, when I chichangu, it's a psychological game. Hanzi na Nancy, idzo hama dzinoti uneshavi rekusada imba. Oh yes! Hanzi mbakari kune mhepo dzinoti kuti vanhu vasade kuroorwa. Hanzi I don't know zvinoitika. Hanzi I don't know zvinoitika pandiri ndozongo here kana ndakurova. I'm sorry. Hanzi something comes over me. Baby, the problem is I don't even remember beating you. And tombozizive. Hanzi narudo, kwanzi mukadzi must not press a man's buttons. Yes. Hanzi, how respect murume ndosaka warowa. Kana kuti nonzi. You see? Ndosa warowa nemurume wako wakudara. Ndosi ndakuona manje kuti haikurovera chi. I can see it too. Warowa. Now you stop and think, maybe. Pane zvandiri kuita zvechokwadi zviri kukonzera kuti ndirowe. I'm sorry, Bambo, it's well. Now I understand why your ex left you. Now I know it. I see it. Is this nonsense here? Kwani, you wakamudza zvese pamaidanana. When you guys were happy in love, wakamudza zveseka. So now you know, okay, 1, 2, 3, okay, 1, 2, 3. If I hint something like that, that one a chance yekumurova. Guys, hanzi zuva wangu aitochema apa ndiye andirova. Hanzi zuva wangu aitochema apa ndiye andirova. Yes, it's an act. It's an act. Hanzi convenient amnesia. Hanzi, I'm thinking you can change the abuser, and I'm thinking you can change the abuser. Girl, you can't change. If you think you can change an abuser, we can't be friends. It's like saying, how can I say this? It's like expecting a drug addict to just wake up in the morning and stop. Even if they try to change themselves, the abusers, they can't. Even if they try to change themselves, they can't. The way you deal with an abuser is the same way you deal with a drug addict. And yes, why you are right. And sure, we're going to no problem. Don't tell me new dude about, and don't tell new dude about previous abuse. You will use it against you. True. A lot of women love playing victim. My way! Victim! Oh, you guys. My boyfriend used to do this. Sorry, baby. Hey, how is this man going to solve these problems that you're talking about? How? Hanzi, urikutaura idi zuva, you are talented zuva. Oh, thank you so much. Don't worry, baby. We're going to TV. Ooh. Hanzi, you can not change them. Never. Hanzi, thanks zuva for this life. Oh, you're most welcome, sweetie pie. Hanzi, now, horo zuva, have you been abused? Oh, yes. I have been in an abusive relationship. But thank God, my mother identified it. It wasn't an abusive marriage. Thank God. It was an abusive relationship. Ndafunga kuti amudhara ndiyani ese uyu. Ndakambokuudza nyaya yekuti ndakamboita sugar daddy mai vangu vakazviziva. Ndakambokuudza nyaya iyo. Did I tell you? I think I said I was going to say it. I said I was going to do a live about ndakamboita sugar daddy. And then my mother found out. And shit hit the fan. ndakaitaurire nyaya iyi ndaiudza hangu asi ndaingoudza mashamwari angu ekumba. Did I ever do a live yashuga daddy vangu? Vanga vakapenga manje. Musasekazvo ko ndakambobva madhara pana asina. Wait, maybe it's just me. Pana asina. There was an era in Zim when things were tough. Hey, Zimbabwe yanga yaoma mazuva iwayo. I was in school. Listen, people think people that have sugar daddies are gold diggers. I was not a gold. Listen, I was in school. I had lunch money from my mom. I'm tall. I was taller than my sister, so I couldn't get my sister's uniforms. I always had a brand new uniform. I always had brand new shoes because they garanti kura. Every year I would get brand new shit. My mom kia shamar. Saka ndina botambura ini. My mom would give me lunch money. I had a stepdad. My stepdad was docile as hell. My stepdad was a pumpkin. So I know getting involved with an abusive man or something. I don't know. But because my stepdad was a softie. My mom would get angry. My mom would get angry for my dad, for my dad not being angry. So what a hammer is messed up. And my mom is expecting my dad to be angry. My dad won't get angry. My dad was a soft man like that. So my mom was forced to be on top of the situation and she was the beast of the family. Right, that's the wrongation of my house. So when a girl is attracted to a man who is like a father, my current husband now is like my stepdad. He's soft. He's like, anyway, what do I have to do to get you angry in this house? He doesn't. He's just quiet like that. That's my stepdad. That my husband is exactly like my stepdad. Saka baba wakupinda kwa vakataka ndopanda kungono tapanda ingodo mari apa. Otherwise I had everything I needed. Look, I had a good childhood. I was modeling. I was even Miss Guer. 2003. I was crowned Miss Guer. Believe it or not. Oh yes, now I'm a beauty queen. They got to Miss Zimbabwe. I have the receipts. So I had a good childhood. I was a beauty queen. I had all the attention. This thing everyone likes attention. Listen, I love attention. This is not even it's gossip or a rumor or whatever. I do love attention. I've always craved for attention. Even when my mom knew kuti pavana vangu vese uyane ngatange dzisina kukwana uyane dzungu. All the other children are academics. They go to universities and all that, but this one I would do talent show. Apana talent show ndisina kuita pa Stanley Primary School. From singing to dancing to running to sports, I was there. I liked being number one in swimming. I enjoyed the and number in first position we have Zula. No, and I would enjoy it. My mom from grade 1, my mom knew kuti uyu mukati dance competition aripo. She's the front line of everything. I remember first day in school, 1993. She told my teacher, Mrs. Mugandan, vakaenda kustand lines Mrs. Mugandan na Auntie Gwendi. She told my teacher that this one kubva kucrash kucrash kwavo vanondondiziva akawana Miss Personality kucrash. End of the year she got Miss Personality. She is a front runner. Akazhangandira mwana iyeyo. She is just like I'm standing there like I didn't exist with my ears sticking out. This is what my mother told the teacher. So the teacher kind of knew that all the way to primary school, secondary school, Miss Gueru, blah blah blah. So I always loved attention, right? I'm going to modeling ye Miss Aniko. Missy Chiiko Mayor's Christmas Cheer Fund. Vamwe baba so. Ndanga ndiri mfana. Tumazamutu wakada so. And I, like always, the tall ones sit in the back. The tall ones stand in the back for picture. I was stubborn and tall and I was standing in front. Even my year class year's picture, I'm in front. So, I was a child. I'm not even going to say the age. I'm going to Vapanopa life, but I was a child. All I can say is that there was a 36-year difference. Zimbabwe pa yakaoma vedwe. Yakaomera even rich parents. All you knew is that you get 2 meals a day. You eat in the morning and you eat at night. But things were just hard. Every time I needed money, ATM, I had money. I had everything that I needed. It was just nice to have extras. Remember, my better check. Better check. Deyako. Unashandisa. Kupi ne kupi. Hande unadora better check. You know what is a better check? Around those years. Chero wangu and Maria Kawanda Seka. Better check was the way to go. I'm at 20,000. I'm about to show. Hey, sweetheart, oh, you look nice, nice skin, you look tall, beautiful, black beauty. What? You need to remember, no attention, Sebens. Can maybe I'm a whore for attention or something. The slightest attention I got. Hey, let's go out. Then let's go out, my man. Kunechi so. My mom was expecting me to come around 8 at home. The latest was 8 and she would be angry. But 8 I was home. Ndakachagwa ne8 ndichirowa double tot ye viceroy and lemonade. Pane kame kabawa so mgweru mtaundo. Ndichirumbidzwa namba baba mai webait vakanitazi wanditi. Tomwa wanditi. No madesi atanga kupinda mafoni anenge maiko matudiki tote. Ichishamisira. Urunzwa kana sim card vanhu vairara pa Econet pai. Risingawaniki sim card raishura. Sim card raita kunge chiko chino chiri rare mazwana. Mazwana chete everything is now possible. Chiri rare mazwana, it's like fuel muZimbabwe. Unochairarira pa filling station. Waishandisa mangwana waidzokera futi kunoirarira. Right. Baba vakandipa sim card. Oh, what you could do. Upon this stupid, I still had pimples on my face, a pubert. Do you understand? I wasn't even shaving my pubic hair. That's how young and stupid I was. And that pure SIM card, dude. Ah, yeah. And then it's like, do you know what this is? I'm like, yes, it's a SIM card. Can say, and the cook fund line, and I'm cards and fund line. Ah, that is what Papa Mzoro. My mother, and Tengira, I don't think he went to his car and got a phone. Do you know a cell phone? My days and my better checks. A cell phone. Yeah, you fully got so. Huh? Cell phone, yeah, so. Ah, shamse pataunt. This thing that was very good to know for a phone of Visan, Ningo did, once a coke, Zimbabwe, Reko. Imagine someone of our wounds at 20 liters of coke. Shall shamse a singate? The Vanessa SIM cards, niggas are bad, and did. Pacha. He wasn't an old guy, he wasn't a mature guy, he was harawa. If I tell you my age, you get off this life. So I won't say the age that I was Pandagata Sugar de Divao. Zimbabwe ya inetsa vedu, Zimbabwe ya ishamisira. Ya ishupika masvaiwayo. That pure phone. Same night that I met this guy, he gave me a cell phone. Upon the virgin, I was tall and I had some ass, so I looked mature for my age. He keeps asking me, how old are you? And the guy was about Sekurube. Sekurube and style. Do you understand? Sekurube has got some swag. Sekurube has got some swag in him. No. Vanga wasina swag. Do you understand? Vanga vari yangari harawa yekundari. Like now you would ndara seku frame moti kone mota type of person. There was a 36 ancestor be, yeah. There was a 36-year difference. Listen, let me tell you how old this guy was. His pubes had gray hair. That's how bad it was. His pubes had gray hair. Now, you can't come back from that. There's no coming back to that. Right. What's that? I didn't care. He gave me a cell phone. I didn't care. I was not a prostitute. I was a virgin. I didn't even lost my virginity. But takwenda kumba unogara kuupicho every 10 minutes mumba wavainditi you know why? My skin was so plumpy when I was younger. His skin was wrinkled. So and I had all my teeth. He didn't. He had teeth, but they were there, but they were not there. They were like the matrix is there, but it's not there, but they're there. I don't know if this one is fake and whatnot, but he had issues in the mouth. Right. This guy, hello, Andy, Nana wangu. And you know what? Until today, I'm going to look for all those men that were in that bar. You saw me that I was young. You people saw I had pimples on my face. I was smelling of urine. You guys saw me. You saw me. And this idiot brought me in the club in the bar, men's bar, whatever, with the crown and the sash. You are saying I'm a child. For some reason, you are letting your friend leave this club with this child. And you guys said hi, hello, but because this man had money. Oh yeah, I could tell. You can tell a lot about a man just by looking at his watch and his shoes. You can tell. Can I Maria Zano? Can I Gamarichi? This stupid was kind of. Do you know there was a time that at one time my eyes were always like I've got big eyes. My eyes were like this. That's how big and young and stupid I was. I was like this. Taupinda motor. My man until going on to take a seat belt. Not that tatsina motor kumba so I don't the only car that was there was my mom's company car, and we hardly get in there anyway. And the who puts in a seatbelt. Take up my shoe. Right. This is how I know I didn't know how to put a seatbelt. My mom had a car that my dad used to use. They have Peugeot 544. Now, when there's a Peugeot 544, there's the driver and the passenger, and then there's this one. Then there's the mashure kwa there's the spaces wombe. So ndo kwa tagara kuko. How will I know how to put a seatbelt on? Ndaka clocker, makore kutopinda matins. Ndagara mota ya memwana ndagara pa leather seat. How many people have got leather seats? Tivray up. Benz here black. C200 4 eyes. Ndagara pa leather seat. Ndova aircon yanzi nga ini ndavura window kanchita I'm feeling hot. Ndatransfera window. Ndova aircon yaswa woni imi mota makatanga ngotonorera so apa ndakabata bhiya rangu. Ndakapfeka mini ruoko rwanga rine marinkles rwakachira rikonzi pachidya hey, I really love you, I really like you, I like your confidence, you've got this spirit, you've got this fire, I love you baby. Amemwana kwenda yachizira kupi inini hey, I'm gonna make you a very happy woman, ndiri gona kuchengeta ndine farm kwakati ndogona ngokugadzira ndogararisa kufarm what kufan kune jeep yaunogona kutendera nema friends ako, and I've got a dam on that farm, you can do braiko dam what and if you don't like the farm, if it's too hot for you maswano, I can take you to Botswana. Ndine ma chakuta ndina Botswana, so I'm always in Botswana, and when I come back from Botswana then ndiri munomgweru, but I've got a wife kwakati chinjinyi ndaudzwa wiri rese. You're the kind of person I'll put on my wheel. That same night my man ndikati ndapinda Zheuharawa zvakarashika mubhini was the most handsome man I've ever seen. He wasn't that handsome, he wasn't that ugly anyway. Come to think of it, ndaudzwa ka finance the sales, he wasn't that ugly anyway. I mean, like, look at his car. Like, kana achembera kudai soka hambo kwiri zvinoenda kure, hambo yangu ndibharu straight because it's that ma 2 minutes man akangoti jobo tsa zvangu zvapera. So it's not that bad anyway. I mean, I'm like, no, I mean, he's got a nice suit, like his eyebrows are cute, and he's got a very nice voice, and he likes me. Yakachikairwa mota unogarepi? Ndandogara kumkoba. It's like saying you meet someone in bordel. Once you know garepo, ndogara kudzivara sekwantera ndogara ku Epworth. That's what I did. Kumkoba, mota yangu yangashu kumkoba. Let me give you a cab money. Let me give you cab money. I really want to be with you, baby. Hey, what. Cab money. Text cab. Kuwira cab. My days there, cab. What is everywhere? I am a cab. A1 cab. baba yavo vakachikaira mota yavo ichiti vhurum kudeso tonyeni yangu yakabva yatotota ngati mahara. His hand is still there. He otoka. Skanzi, do you know how to drive? Ngati, I don't. How is a beautiful woman like you that doesn't know how to drive? Do you know, he took my hands. My father has never done this to me, and my father had a car. He took my hands and he put my hands on the steering wheel. I move closer to him like this. I started behind, like I started next to half of my body was in front of his like this. Skanzi, you're so small. Skanzi, wow, you're so small and portable. But you said that I was told the last time, and you said I was a giant. Skanzi, yes, you're a gentle giant. You're a portable giant. No, that's the portable giant. Vandikisa pala. Iwa baba. That's one sugar daddy. I'm going to data CNN. That but steering wheel, Papa. Yeah, Benz. I can't even spell Mercedes Benz. The guy drive his. Kuska for my A1 taxi. Skanzi, Pepe, it's time for you to go home. Not about should have been because it's like, where's your boyfriend? No, I don't have a boyfriend. Skanzi, you don't have. Where's your boyfriend? You don't have a boyfriend. I don't have a boyfriend. So who has sex with you if you don't have a boyfriend? I've never had sex. Saka don't funga baka bafuni ukuthi iyi baby chicken, iyi baby lamb, baby sheep. Hayingodyiwe nje ndakadakwa kuleso vayimwa whisky. Hayingoliwe ndakadakwa uyana irisobhano kuyazoliwapho because it's like, you know what, let me change my plans, baby, let me take you home. That's what he thought. He thought I was a hoe. He was just gonna fuck me and life goes on. When he found out that I was a virgin, akabvaisa mabreak akati baby chicken ancestor vangu tate guru vakati yaingoliwe ndakadakwa inoda kunyatso, I'm going to starve myself to prepare myself for this God given. Stonyeni isati ambobatwa. He's like, I'm going to take time out, I'm going to take you out, I'm going to take you on a boat. Boat ndaizivira ku. Tashka from my A1 taxi paper. He reaches out for his briefcase in the back. He takes out his briefcase. Akavura briefcase. I am not lying, guys. I can't make this up. Akavura briefcase like him darawa. It was laid with money. TV shasha. This is why I knew kuti baba he is someone wekumsorosoroko kana nditi is not a minister. I know what wekumsorosoroko vavhura ningiriki yavo ka V16 baba nditi tumbama to if anyone throws those mbamas, I even told my current husband, we can do a lot of things. You can't give me mambama sheredo because ndakambo abiswa ne dele become daraka kwa ndapiwa tsapo yakaleso tsapo vaskana A1 taxi. I think it was like maybe 60,000. That was like something like 300 rand. So now let me just give you a comparison. If you are given 300 rand, if your tax is 300 rand today, and then you are given 15,000 rands, that's what it was like. Tate guru vaka dropa an equivalent of 15,000 rands today. Taxi is 300 rand. Vadzimu vangu vese. This Tate Guru got a message from my Tate Gurus to help me. That's how I justified myself. This man is so old, he's in touch with my Tate Gurus. Somehow linked their energies to this man. This is a gift from God. New cell phone, SIM card, 15,000. Jeras, Godo, Godo no Sangsaita. Niwaskana ndakaenda kumba ndikapfura pachicken in ndikatenga pizza ndikatenga chicken in ndikatenga creamy in ndikatenga bakers in ndikaenda kwa team ndikatenga madonuts usiku yo. Who does that? Yes, I bought creamy in, pizza in, bakers in, chicken in, zese ma in ese. I was in there ndikatenga ndikasiza mota yangu kadeso na 12 dzeusiku kumba. My mother, my wangu is worried kuti mwana enda kumodeling, mwana ana kutsoka. It's 12. Do you know what I did? And I couldn't get in with all these things. But then I thought, I'm coming from modeling. I won. I deceived my own mother. Tate guru vangu ane number dzangu. Kumeta say, tate guru vangu ane SIM card ka. Handi vakanipa SIM card vangu ane number dzangu. Road yese kubva ku town via Mambo, via Mkoba 12, 14, 16 kunokona kwa Toyo kusvika panamba 15 kumukoba 15 ndanga ndiri pafoni natateguru vachinditi you're so beautiful yo baby tumagaro twako so tikuita kunge twumabhanzi twumazamu twako and asati tombodonha nditi hanzi iwe are you serious kuti hausati wamboita 691 ndikati handisati une makore mangani kwewe ndichataura makore ndikataura makore kana ndidzisa mari yangu ndikati ndizvenyizvo ndadatoahasla zim totas things children were hustling ndapinda mumba ndakabata inangu aya mamother said wangu ari kupi ndikati tanonoka because mota yadidididita function inozoitwa mugweru tagomza tenda kuzvishavani hapana maselfoni ka ekuclarifya zvese izvi vanofonera ndaikonfema ndine fonini saka mabva kuzviva nezvezvi ndikati ndosaka vanhu vangu vatotengerwa chikafu vamwaka vatotsamwa ndobva vasiya chikafu chese ndikati handingambozivi chikafu ndabva ndauya nacho kunoko zvikazi zuva unoti my mom was so used to me going out for modeling and coming back around 8 but this time around I came around 12 I was 4 hours late but I said we had gone out of town and they just dropped me off here then I put the food down she can't get mad because when I would win I would win and I would come home with the prizes, the big teddy bears. Ndakatombowina radio, like an actual radio. Like I would get these things. So my mom was so used to me coming with little gifts and stuff. But I remashura. Get my man as win a cell phone. My mom go, my mom knew I was a virgin, mind you. Understand this. She knew I was a virgin. That was the last thing on her mind. Kuti mwana wangu akechiwa na sugar daddy akapiwa cell phone and SIM card today. Nah, it's like saying your child goes out and comes back with a Benz. And she's always winning things. There's a chance that she won these things. So when at the time that I won, Younger, it was hosted by Net1, what. I actually won a handset. I did. Maybe they were in the goodie bags, whatever, but I modeled and I came home with a handset. So my mom knew, okay. So I was a teenager. Teenagers are clever. And my teenagers are not, they are serious deceivers. So I needed to go, ndikauza mai ava kuti ndizvaitika kanokandikwa mugomo kaningira kafoni aka tiwana mukai zuva uya nhasi wandipembedza mwana wangu zuvai maichachihera garai pasi shava koinovukwaseko maichacha here indotozviwa papa I'm telling you, I don't want to tell you the age that I was at, but there was a 36-year difference. That's all I can tell you. And this man had white pubic hair. Funny. Vapata funny. My promoters. Make sure mama promoters, mama. That's what I phone. I feel sorry for Megan. Because whatever nonsense she's going to come to me with, apana Megan charita changa ndifara Nina I've been there. My tricks are this nema teenagers ka. Ndakanyora mabuka awe. Ndisingaiti. Mama ndavavharaka. Mama I'm very tired anorara. Kwandakadhakwa ndanchitora ma triple shots ka advisory kuba. Skanzi onga chimadoro ndikati no panga pachinzi champagne, let's toast champagne. Tanga chikonda vana tudzati champagne ine doro ine iri alcohol chimazati ko champagne idoro ndanga chingoti pamwe champagne idrinkini pavati zvima glass zvavanga chiti what cheers to chichi havana tudzati champagne mune doro ndatozongoona ndakunzwa dzungu kuti champagne mune doro anaka ndokwanisa kutodya ndako mama champagne idoro mama vati idoro mwana ko komedi kutaura who share my love, my mom? Now, when my mom starts talking, she'll be like, you people don't tell me anything. Zuva, I am so surprised that she came out well. I had written her off. Because mwananga asingawu. Takatapuwa champagne, do sakandire dzungu. Okay, you must drink coffee and you sleep. And then I drank coffee and I slept. In the morning, I woke up with 4 missed calls. 4 missed calls from this 30 group of hours. Hello, baby. I sent a car for you outside. It's outside. Outside where? Kwan, This man, this is how I know this man was connected. He was somewhere in the government, somewhere. When the car came back, the A1 taxi that took me, this man did not drive off to go to wherever he was going. He left by the taxi's car. This man waited for this guy. Where is a small town? You can see this is the same taxi. It's coming back to town. It's like 15 minutes to go home, 15 minutes to come back. He waited for this guy to come back and he asked, where does this girl stay? This taxi driver told him everything, house number, address, and everything. In the morning, there was a black car waiting for me outside. In the morning, I sent a car for me. I'm like, how do you know where I stay? So the taxi driver told me, I love you so much, I can't let anything happen to you. How can I not know where you stay? And my abusers and that's where you once abused. Yes, this is how it went about. This man showered me with gift. When I got into the car, there was orange juice, there was chocolates, there was chips, there was whatever, there was money. On top of that, this tapo that he gave me, in the morning when my cousins woke up, pizza in, chicken in creamy in score, in, bakers in, chingwa, and I got 3 loaves, the chingwa. Morning, they had fast food for breakfast, life was good. I went there. This man, so I put money for you. Yeah. And I know buka kwakat. My man, I know buka kwacho. Can I just go to? So I called one of my bitch friends. I say she's my bitch friend because my friend was a bitch. I'm not judging her. She was a bitch. She was, and she didn't deny it. And until now, I'm not embarrassed by her. We are still friends. She was just a bitch. She knew these things more than me. So I called them. Shamar, panenya panapa, I'm Ashley. This is what happened to me last night. Kupi, instead of saying, Zua, you are young, stop it and all that. Man, mapinda shame me. Mapinda, I have a voice regular room. Mapinda shame me. Mapinda, Muripi. So I told the driver to drive. Pandaka friend Pambanda Kamana Geza. After I hipster, ne goof out, ne bantana rake, ne ma spice. Aneka belly chain, ne chain panapa, ne chain pamino. Akamira pa ged. Deep. Konde bango sheri shamariam. She is not saying, Suva, what the fuck? That's how I know she's a bitch. Some friends will be like, what's happening? Are you sure this man I was? I'm thinking, I'm not even a bitch, I'm a virgin. How am I a bitch? She's doing this, opening the orange juice. I went with her. So what's booking? Booking for your hotel? Why? Koga! Oh shit! And she knew that I was a virgin. She's like, hey, I get the same face. This man smells. He's got pubic hair. And she's like, how did you see his pubic hair? I'm like, actually, he stopped and he peed, and I saw his pubic hair, and he's got he's got white pubic hair. Can you take my place? I've got a friend, and then you take. And we got to the place. This guy saw my friend, and I'm trying to, because I was not about to have sex with an old man, and I know my friend is very open for business. So this is my friend. She likes someone, and she likes sex. He didn't want my friend because I got batongo. Size a shaman gonna Japanese generation. But you've got a very nice car. Hey, how much is this car? What do you do? Shaka speed. Saka men can pick out the innocent ones from the fast ones. My man. Friend, what are you drinking? She can say, I drink man's tail. Yes, Ashley was that crazy. I drink man's tail. I change accent. I know that. Baba, go and buy men's. I can't finish men's on my own. Can I call my friends? I go there that gang arrest my whole clique. Vaka take a corner 8. Vaskana, vaka mirap. This man didn't care. And now no book and I'm told. kwakatengwa maplata kwakatengwa machichichichi can come and sit next to me ndikuenda nogara next to him andigarisa pamakumbo. What do you want, baby? Is you have airtime in your phone? Do you want go and buy my woman airtime? Undotenge my girlfriend airtime. Manga sina my woman ndiye manager, sorry. My girlfriend airtime. Ndotengera nana wangu airtime. Ndotengerwa airtime. Ndombo zetu ndichusiwa sei. Ndombo dziva kuti netwa sei. Ashley ndiye wandaiti Ashley the fast move fast shamwari yangu. She did everything for men. Oh, yala nguwa yekurovesa stonyeni my mwana. He's like, Nana, where did you book? I didn't book. You didn't book. Why didn't you book? By the time we came here, my friend wanted to see you, and then we sat and we didn't. Okay, let's go and book. Then let's go to Fairmile Hotel. What? Woo! So guys, you choose what you want. Do you want to go to Twin Peaks or do you want to go to Fairmile? And you got to Fairmile. It's like being told, do you want to go to Protea Hotel, or do you want, like, you're choosing from the Hilton Hotel or the Donald Trump Hotel? What you could in? Tinozama ure mkoba panororwa stonyen pa Midlands Hotel apo, kana pa Charlie and Friends apo, kana pa Sango apo, kana pa Gogos Lodge apo, kana pa pese shamari zangu. They got those cheap lodges. Fairmile Hotel. Never mentioned your accent. Mind you, ndine magoda mzoro. Ndine magoda. I ain't magoda. This is straight back lines that you call straight back now. Magoda. Ndine magoda mzoro. Ndine goof out. Nema spice. My friends and I would dress the same. Ndine spice. Ne skin tight, but I'm going to get hipster. Like I'm going to get pedo pusher. Nezi choka panapa. Nezi watch and ndakatinga makuseni panapa. Taenda ku Fairmile Hotel. Paishamisa papa singopinduka. Fairmile yakazombumba iko zvinopa mvurwa ka club kai. Now they still kind of choke on and hang on to the whatever, but back in the days kwaenda varungu. Do you understand? Hands my spice chico. You don't know my spice, my tennis shoes. But take their techies that have got a sole like this. I don't know, goom. You guys now call them wedge sneakers. Or not wedge, wedge sneakers, something like that. Or you guys call them platform heels. It's also ain't my spice. They are shoes. Ndapfeka my spice angu ne pedo pushara even nemtse not even a vent panapa. You know those pedo pushers from Edgar's that were tight, that my father and my mother bought me. Not because they shy aesthetic. They were normal parents. I was just, you see, my parents raised me. So I know what I should pedo pusher. Rinekatse panapa my mwana uri kuti kudiko iwe nemadicals majenjere around I ndakachena kwani taenda kuningirikike baba vakanibata magaro taenda pa station panzbai pa reception. I would like chini for my girl what room what vanotovaziva baba ivavo. This girl can tell, like, is this your girlfriend? Yes. Sir, we can't help you. My enemy of progress. Enemy of progress. My name, Shaviro Rompe. When I enemy of progress. She looks at me, she's like, how old is this girl? He didn't know because remember I didn't say. How old are you? I'm old enough. I see statutory rape. Statutory rape says 16. 16 years, 5 months. If it's 16.5, then it's statutory. Drama statistics say why? Papa reception. The girl says, sir, we can't help you. We can't help. I'll put another 16 and what up. Baba and I was that there's a 35 years. Enemy of progress. My can't cost. My vakandikosta ivava akabva mutaura nezita. That guy, I can't say his name because I have to protect his identity. You are a man of authority. Why would you take a minor and come at a place, a very good establishment, and a decent establishment like this, full of cameras, and you want to take a child into a hotel room? Have you lost your mind? There are so many prostitutes. And I talk receptionist. He did not want to be involved or drama or anything. He just made a U-turn. Baby, let's go. Ipopaya. Mukadzi zvakamunetsa zvikamushungurudza zvikamunetsa, and she knows me. This girl's a model. We know this girl. Remember, I didn't where I was just, everybody knew my name. I just was not sleeping around, but I had the reputation, right? No, let's try Twin Peaks. It's fine, I don't mind Twin Peaks. It's not as like famous, but I mean, it's Twin Peaks, so it's fine, we can go. Okay, he drives. And he changed it because now he was feeling bad. Tata kuriza. Mukai tuku samanyanga. Takariza tuku all the way shedu. Kushka ku Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks even fambo. If people don't know Gweru, you know from Female to Twin Peaks is the drive. And the whole time he had a hard on. And he made me touch his dick. Yes, he made me touch his dick. Yeah. He literally, like, he took his hand and then he just, How many of people do that? Like, I hate it. Men, don't do it. Please don't do it. I'm telling you on behalf of all women, if you've got a girl in your car and you guys are not all that, do not take her hand and put them on your genitals. Well, it's an advantage as well because you get to know what you're dealing with. But you know, for some reason, old men's balls are bigger than their dicks. Like, he dated all generations. He dated this young, he was dating this young generation. He dated women in their 20s. He dated the 30s. He dated the 40s. He dated his women. He dated my mother's mothers. He dated all generations. Those kind of men. Those they now got eyes on the price. That's what Twin Peaks fire. You can see visa. I forgot. Now, my mangu vakaisa ribbon kuseri kwemagodha aya kuti abatane panapa ndobva adonha kudai so. Saka murume akabva ati katanura zvimaribbon zvako. Unoza chibhara chiya chekuisa ribbon osa Alice Band apo wakari kwamagodha. Ndabvisa maribbon zvikanzi bvisa Alice Band icho. Ndabvisa Alice Band. Zvimwe zvimatoy zvandandakaisa izvi. I was a child. I didn't care. I didn't know. Neti fashion zveni. Tasvika pa-receptionist. Pa-reception pa. I've got this. In the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus. Jesus. You can stand behind me. So I'm behind him. He was tall. It just so happened this old man was tall. Taller than me. In the name of Jesus. You didn't do it in the name of Jesus because Koro was told you meant Mary. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Ndikasara was told you netsa kuzoburisa bucks. In the name of Jesus. 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 Papi wa maki. Ndakutena. The Guma says, Zuva. Amanda Zuva. Mozvanya yekutanga kuvharirwa jecha inotanga nasi. Do you know sometimes I go to places and I just want to be with my friends and relax. My waiters in the club will be like, Zuva, how are you? You can't be in public and do stupid things. You can't. You just can't. Clearly. I was Miss Gweru, if you remember. I was a small town celebrity. At that time, everybody knew my business. Everybody knew who I was. Even today, let's just end up in when I hure nasi. Ndikufunga kuda kunoura. Ndingopinda any reception yemuno mujobek ish. They are Zimbabweans because Zimbabweans are good with English. So they are put per front. Kungopinda mu hotel ngone, "Zola, how are you? Can I have a selfie?" Azviti, ndazvadigwa jeche. tiri kutenda kudai. So zuva amanda zuva Miss Gweru. No, Miss Gweru. No, this is Miss Gweru. Are you aware that you're with Miss Gweru? Jecha mufunge. No, it is these ancestors. You are right. The ancestors must roast in hell. The ancestors must roast in hell. And the whole time that I'm talking, this man's dick was still hard. This is ridiculous. I'm a man of status. Sir, I will not. My reception is where they were God sent Mufunge. I was a child. Meanwhile, my mother is calling on the new cell phone. Kwashiba, Wilip. Muchiri kumadele ko imazana kwa mangwana mshukuru nezuro kapinda manatiko iko so zatu wa 7 o'clock kwa bakuno kumakuseni njena yakufuta. She is on my case and I'm like, mom, okay, all right, ndokufonera ibe vafona ne landline. My mwana jecha rakadigwa pa Twin Peaks pie. This man, I think na year he also said, you know what, no, you know what he did, we went back kubawara tata see Ashley and my gangster friends. He's going to say, Nana, sit down. I don't worry, I'm going to take you to Botswana. Time will tell, but you have to promise me one thing. Tata pinda mu car park. Ta pinda pata tiri pata. But I say my friends anka trim car park. So you have to promise me one thing, baby. You have to promise me one thing. I will pay monoji biscuit. That was the first time I ever heard anyone call someone Estonia the biscuit. Why? Usapwa chibiskiti icho. Ndechangu chibiskiti icho. Andi wati hapana apinda. Ndupando dzoka ndikuda kuona. Because he was a businessman, so he always used to travel. And tomorrow he had to go. He had to go tomorrow. Usapwa chibiskiti icho. Chibiskiti ndechangu icho. I can see your Gweru people are just full of nonsense. And maybe if I take you out of town, I'll be able to make love to you. Usapwa chibiskiti. Chibiskiti ndechangu icho. Ndechani chibiskiti. Ndechani. Nana chibiskiti ndecha dead. Till today, my husband knows Zuba Aro and Bama Erudo. It traumatizes me because it reminds me of this man. Chibiskiti. Chadzokera mbawa meme. Bandi bachipiti chimwe chitsapo chemari. Tajga. Baby, it's time for you to go. That door is with my friends. Taka garisa na mota momo. Tikadzokera kumkoba. Vari kungofona. Hanzi chibiscuit. Rambare. Chanzi chibiscuit. Why did you guys up on chibiscuit? Chibiscuit ndechani chibiscuit ndechaded. Listen, you used to literally laugh like this. Ndoro wachimbama chacha. Chaimboti rwadze mbichani. This man went, he went back to Harare. I can see him Gweru. Guess what happened? Maybe it was karma or it was what? I don't know what it was. But this man had a stroke. He didn't die. He just had a stroke. He was walking. He just, I get a bukaso. And then Naro, I get a bukaso. He had a stroke. I get it because I don't know who found out about me in that phone. Maybe it's the wife, maybe it's the what. I don't know. But my number was deleted and all that. I didn't care. He was gone. I had money enough to buy a car, but I was not old enough to get a license. Do you understand? Okay, let me admit this. I forgot this part. He kissed me. I'm trying to erase the memory of the taste of his saliva. Old people can't kiss. Too much tongue. I don't know who told you French kissing. You have to. Sorry, hold on. I'm actually gagging. Just hold on. He stuck his tongue in my mouth. And his saliva would get in my mouth. ndakayamwiwa muromo uyu nemuromo uyu makuseni wakamuka wakadaiso. It was a horrible experience. Svikanzi I'm coming back, ndivavaenda kwara baba vavo vakarwa nestroke vari kwara nekoko. I don't know what happened, but he got sick, and then he got a stroke and all that. I didn't care. But at the same time, mari yakapera. Unongoziva mari yembavha. I would consider mari yembavha kana mari yechiuri. Haina zvainoita. It just finishes. I took my friends out and the money died. But amongst my friends, ndine cell phone, right? One of my friends, ndamurevera kuna boyfriend yake kuti akaura. Months later, one of my friends had an incident with a boyfriend, and then ndamitra Jane ndikamurevera ku boyfriend yake, and they got into big problems. Do you know what this girl did? She came to my mother. Agoti zuva 1, 2, 3. Now I told my friends about the female incident and the Twin Peaks incident. And then she went and she told my mother. My mother didn't come to me. My mother went to Fema. My mother went to Fema from Copper 15. I don't know, she found a way to Fema. Reception. It just so happened it was the same girl. She can say, she can say, tell me his name. Tell me his name. Ma'am, I'm not at liberty to say that, but I can just say that your daughter, well, she didn't say that. She said it in a formal way. But health, once she's underage and all that, we will not even, because Panapa will not produce a chitupa. And she does even have an ID. What? Girl! My mama pa fema wakanda ku Twin Peaks. She appeared to be under intoxication. She was under the influence of alcohol. She was not walking straight. Aidzedzereka. What? Angari panozwa. Really months back. Pana kamborowa ne asina kufeka. Mu life menu. It's one thing kufeka vesika. Over kana kufeka top oro. Wakambo viswa yembe. Sara wakadaiswa. Uri bagu. Usina kufeka. I was on my periods on a normal Tuesday. Ndangandiri broke singaiti, or I don't know, I don't remember. I just remember I used a cloth instead of pads. Well, I don't remember whether I was broke for pads or I didn't have pads. I didn't have time to, or the period Yagandi Juma before I could go and get pads. We all have those days. Don't judge me. You always have those days where a period just comes from nowhere and you don't have pads, so you use the cloth or something, right? It was a normal Tuesday, minding my own business. I had a cloth in my panty. My uncle vakabva. And shamari yangu haina kundiudza kuti audza mama vangu. So I don't even know what's happening. So my mom told me to take off my clothes. I took off my clothes. Because my vangu aivesime kundiendesa kuna mai vekuchechi vachinzi nditarise kuti achiri musikanero. So I thought it is one of those days that she wants to check if I'm a virgin or not. And I was a virgin. I was still a virgin. Thank God. So she comes and says, take off your clothes. Then I took off my clothes. And I started in the and said, Zese. Because my mind can't come on my periods. It's going to say, Visa Embe. Visa Brugwe. I took off my clothes. And I got Visa Brugwe. Kai check again. So, her seeing that I was on my period was kind of a relief to her. At least she's not pregnant. Because clearly, she's now sleeping around. So, ndikati mama ndiri kumwedzi ndine pad zvikanzi bvisa bhurugwa iroro. Ndati ziva unofa uri mwana mudiki. Ndati bvisa bhurugwa. Ndakabvisa bhurugwa. Kamucheka kakapaikira pamahips kakarimo kudai. Zvikanzi chii icho checho? Ndikati handina pad saka ndatora chimcheka chei wachiwanepi chimcheka icho chachakachena wachi ndatora pillow. I took it chimcheka mupillow and then I put it in then I, guys, girls, not guys, if you're watching, sorry, girls, you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes you can even use old socks or something, just to until you get your next pad or something, right? So what you want to chichi? My mom is now trying to calculate. Could it change the pie? She's been a while. This is her thing. This mcheka. Visat one. Could mama chine roba. Ndati zuva uniform mwana mdiki ndati viswele chimcheka chichu. Ndova visa chimcheka chichu. Wanango shideso. Kan shibede nur. You know, when my mom goes into psycho mode, she goes from 0 to 100, from 100 to 0. She goes from normal to psycho. Ndati visa. No, and I should visit because Bedenrat and the shape by Jim Chakachi. What one Chaka no Torachim Chakachi, Sasuko, Kwaka she says, Shakashim Chakamomo, so good Peter said, or could take a Guarapana about some one is a Torachim Chakacho, Torah, what's one name? That is enough torture for me. Sisibako and my pets, I'm Makasarantic and Takans in Sabat. Joy! Calls my sister. She calls my sister. Yeah, man. Come on, action, some check up and up. Chichiruitka. Back and forth. We are in a ped. She brings a ped. She can fake a ped. Nda fake a ped. Nda isa ped pa paint nda fake a brugo. Vaskana nda karoa. Beyond reason. Ndakarowerwa my father's late coming from the bar. Ndakarowerwa my brother bringing his girlfriend in the house. Mai vangu vaenda ku Tanzania. Ndakarowerwa sisi vangu kumira pagedi nemwe mukomana. Wanisika tombo sister yake. Ndakarowerwa musikana webasa kuba chikafu chaanombotora every weekend aenda ku off. Ndakarowerwa zvese musi uyu. Ndakarowerwa shamwari yavo yakava betray. Ndakarowerwa mufundisi. Ndakarowerwa nyaya dzese. She took out everything. Kusvika yadambuka shamo kupera kuti wawe. Magopinda nemumaoko. Zvikanzi wava ureka iwe. Ndiudze kuti wava urere. Because the whole time she was hitting me, she's like, uri urere ne mwana wangu. Not I want. Nanzi. Ndati uri urere. Zuva uri urere. Uri urere. Mama, I've never even had sex. I'm a virgin. You can even take me to those aunties. I can show you that I don't care about your virginity. Ndoro ndakarowa. Zvishashama yadambuka. Vakandipinda nemaoko ndati uri hure. Handiti mongwa mai wako yakurowa kudhonza kola so. Listen, my mother, I can count how many times she hit me. This was number 2. The other time was mangasha zvinonyadzira kumbambairo. Manga mchikwira mchamaye na baba kumbambairo. You know that? Kumahumbwe. And hey, was well not as much wewe. Wonga chidonza chiweti cha ningi kumbambairo. That's the last time she hit me. This was the second time she was hitting me. By the way, ndakarowerwa my mother's problems. Okay? Wava urere. Ndiudze kuti kana wava hure. Ndoziva kuti pano papa ndiri kugara nehure. Ndikoziva kuti hure rinonzwa esikuona nzwa. I'm treating you like a child. Asiwo, I'm giving you child benefits. Kana uri hure. Utiziveka kuti hatichakutengere chikafu panapa ndiwa kutenga chikafu. Saka mswa pakaya panapa uchitenga chikafu ma chicken ini what ini everything in panapa. Weani wangu wachitohurira chicken ini. Uri here weziva iwe. Mama ndisi uri ndoro. Pa. Ndati uri here kusvika ndapfugama. Masivanti. Shumba. I went there because I remember there's a time that she beat her sister. She beat her little sister. And her little sister had to say things like Masivanda. So it's that she stops. And this was a very long time ago. Her little sister. You know, those houses of extended families and stuff, right? Yeah, it was those houses of extended families. So now, Maro Rwanda got zvikanzi baba vanonzani. Ndiudza baba vanonzani baba. Uchataura. Aiwasho. Konyengwa irevegwi. I said some name. I don't even. She wanted to go after him to charge him with statutory rape. But it wasn't sexual rape. But whatever it was inappropriate. Ndingataura nyengo yemari. Aiwa zvandezo mamiri mwana wa mari. In my head I had mari. Baba pavanodzoka vari kurwara vakadzoka gweru ndini nyengo yavo. Saka manje ndikavatengesa madirese musango enemy of progress azviti. Ndataura rimwe zitawo zvaro rimwe zvaro mama wangu akatora directory. Vakatsvaga mama musina zita rakadaro. Vakatsvaga manga musina zita rakadaro. So unoudza baba mama handizivi. Masivanda please handizivi. Masivanda ndokumbirawo masivanda ndapota masivanda. Ndazvimba muviri wese vakandirova haikona zvokutamba. Ndomusana ndakaziva kuti my god sugar daddy. Chinhu chinonzi sugar daddy. Uri kuda kundiudza are you a sugar child? Uri mwana weshuga rewe. Unoti sugar daddy. Wakavaseva mufoni mako is sugar daddy. Saka mukutaura what is even who told ndena kuudza zvikanzi zvina basa nenizvo uri sugar saka yo kana ava vari sugar daddy which means the child uri sugar child kaiwo uri sugar nana kaiwo my friend akasvika bvundura zvese like she said everything to my mom. So my mom had all the inside jokes, she had all the little nicknames, she had everything. Remember I told my friend and my friend told my mom zvikanzi sugar nana nhasi ndoda kuti iburitse sugar yoyo nhasi dakona sugar nana ndiani anyway, until I just gave up. So where's the phone? Where is the phone? Where is this phone? Kati mwada kuita se zvikanzi don't tell me what where is this phone kati handinaenda kunogadzirwa kwani ndatoikanganwa zvangu phone kusaluni. I didn't have that phone. Thank God that day I didn't have that phone. After that, years later, then I had that incident of that boy who broke my virginity, that idiot from school. Thank God. After that, I started going out with boys my age. I started, the guy disappeared on me. He disappeared. Because now I think I can't know this, you can go to jail for me. You saw the pattern one harare yakazara nevanu rekandidana nenomwendo vavaitoenda baba vakatodisappear pamusana pokuti ndadiri gwajecha nevamwe vanhu. Imagine ndakaenda out nevamwe vakomana like school boys, classmates, mukomana muraini and all that, and then I had a normal childhood, like you date a boy your age type of person. So that's the boy that then broke my virginity, that idiot from school. Wandakakuzeyo kuti he broke my virginity akabva nditi tanhanzimbi nchimuzati ndine nzara in the morning and then it's like kana kufura uchida kumba kufura uchitana that I told you the story of Tananzimbi, right? And are you still friends with the lady? Yeah, we're still friends with Asha. That was back in the days, man. That was back in the days. We're young and stupid. Years later, I think about when I was now of age. I can't say how many years, but when I was now of age, ndisingachasungisi magarati furire mbichana zvimazamu zvati ndava plampi yayawedzera. Ha, vadzimu vangu from nowhere. You know, I had the same number for a very long time. Ask my friends. My first cell phone, ndakatozoisiya ndawo South Africa. My one and only number. Iyoyo. Varidza phone baba vaya. Hello Nana. Oh my God, Daddy. Hey Nana, uripi. Daddy wakadezenya. Wow, where are you? And then I'm going to tell you as well. You need to learn more Mary. They very much your boyfriend so. She sure such a book. I am some market, but Jensen doesn't pay the bills. She watches watching Kobo and Uncle Francis Road. I go boyfriend but it was just a guy I dated. You know how it is when you're teenagers. You date some people and you just wonder, why am I dating this guy? Because he bought me a card for my birthday. Why? Ndaka drop a booty like a hot potato, like a boiling egg. Ndaka poshera kwandikati dead wangu. And this time around I was not a virgin. Now I found my mileage yange hafamba majika. Saka I was ready to stonyen. She can see na wakapa munhu stonyen yanga isinga stonyen yanzi biscuit. Biscuit rangu rakarumwa nana. Wakarumisa biscuit rangu kai nana wakarumisa. Ngati biscuit raito rumwa zvena. Imagine. This is our lingo. Do you see what this man was doing? We created dai babava mataurira avaitaka vakataura like that in front of his relatives, they were going to faint. That's not how he spoke as a dignified man. But when he was with me, he had to lower his IQ, lower his demeanor, lower his everything to my level so that we can understand each other. People that rape these children, they don't come and jump on the kids and violate them. They'll be laughing with them and playing with their private parts and laughing with them and playing with them. You see how perpetrators do, my predators, when they are abusing a child, they don't hit the child and rape them. No, they give a sweet to the child, then they rape the child. Then after that, they give another sweet to the child. That's how this man was doing me, and I didn't even know. Nah, he was playing with me. He knew I was underage. He knew I was. I had freckles. I had things. He can tell, like, I don't need to know how old she is. She's a child. She's a child. He didn't care. He gave me money. He gave me a cell phone. He gave me things. He spoiled my friends. He did all these things, knowing very well. That's how now that I'm thinking about, that's what was happening. So pandakazoti biscuit chakadyiwa biscuit ndiyana akadya biscuit ndi Ashford anakana basa msiyana anakana ari kupi Ashford uri papi what team. I called my friends one more time. Remember, I'm Daro. You were remember, boxing cell phone. No, as a man, quit was not married. So come putting cell phone. So Papa can go out, putting the out paper. There's a very push on take out. We are the bar. You know how many of you people had these conversations with your friends? Dave, remember, it wasn't that guy. Out, sorry, my friends, and the friend will be, we have to search through the multitudes of boyfriends. Which day, Papa man, Papa's row, we had to man, son, I pop away here and took my drinks. I picked up my friends, went for drinks. This time, I was of age. My mother. Vakungoona mari yakungouya tenda otakaendeswa kuBotswana. This guy now, I think kudhara kwemba mota dzinenge makombi. So this guy anzi dontenga mavhiri. I took my friends. I didn't even have a passport. I used his wife's passport. That's how bad it was. Vaive sugar daddy vechokwadi vaive vemashua. You know, sugar daddy vemashua is relentless, is ruthless, is apparently I kind of look like his wife. My other friends had passports. That's how bitchy they were. Takapfura paboda repa Botswana pepe ne passport yemukadzi. I didn't care. I was a girlfriend. I didn't care. I was young and stupid. I didn't care. Taenda ku Francis Town. Tikanzi nasi ndoda kudya ka biscuits aya nemapula. Nasi ndoda kudya ka biscuits ke mapula. Do you know this man, he used to keep money like this? There's a time that I was lying in the bed, ready to, I'm going to trade my soul for the devil. I'm going to sleep with this man. 36 years difference. God understand this. I need Maria driving school. I need Maria kutenga chakati ndoda Maria chichi mama wangu ndoda Maria chichi. If I tell her this is how I'm getting money, she will literally divorce me, chase me out of the house. She would just cut me off, and she can't know. And I'm doing this for the right reasons. God, please. There are so many things that are missing in my house. At Tamburi Mari, we have everything, but I feel that we should be somewhere better. This is me saying the prayer, and my legs are open like this. This man took Mari. Chachakaneso, Nibachima Pula, Achirova Stony Yanguso, Nimari Mapulanzi. Chinara, Maja, Chinara, Giza, Biscuit Rango, Chinana, you know, you hit Pula. Mapula hit my Estonian. That was the first currents to hit. Have you ever had someone hit your Estonian with money? Maybe it's just me. Has anyone ever hit your Estonian with money? Ever. Like ever. He was not a savage. He was a psychopath. We are with Ingrid. He's not a savage. He was a psychopath. Have you ever had anyone hit your Estonian with money? Not like hit, like with money. No foreplay. No, madara anozivei madara ijobotsa 2 minutes mene angatobheuko. So there's not, don't think it's romantic and roses and I want to get you in my arms and feel you, I want to make love. Zvipiko ndakafongoreswa ndakatarisa kusaidi kuri musoro uruko ngirikiri uko. There's no, do you know the, let me tell you the closest to foreplay that I got, my ass. He literally went on my ass. That's what he did. And it was already hard and all. There was no lubrication. There was no foreplay. There was no sweet talking. There was no nothing. He had his pubic hairs. I don't know why he was not shaving. It was big. He was shayo semunhu wakangukuru wari jayo. Ndofunga yashanda mazuva ayo. Ndofunga shamazuva ayo inenge yashanda nesimba stereki. But pandakazi yangu ngorembuka. Kwanzi na semi nema coins. Someone threw money at your vagina with coins, right? Yeah. Inini with notes. One Chorombabe say he just used to smell. In old people, I don't know what it is, they just smell. No disrespect, they just smell. You hear that? Shinana. Now Nanakura, I was calling my own shots. Saka, this Chinana thing needed to stop. I didn't like it. If you're gonna do me, you are not gonna call me that. I'm not a child. Because being a child costed telling me this and I'm not dating. So so I had to take the call. Oh, no foreplay. Remember back in the days I was very thin. I may know it may be birth control and giving birth that made me this big. But those who know me from back in the days, back in the days, you guys, are you there? I don't know. I can't see anything. I can't even see comments. I can't see viewership. I can't see nothing. My screen is just me. Not a mirror. Can you guys see me? Can you see me? Oh yeah, there. And we are here. Oh, okay, good. Remember, in back in the day, nanine rutako runenge rweshiri. Kana mchiza tonzanzi rutako runenge rweshiri. It's a small ass, like just like a churro of an ass. Because I was tiny, I was really small. I was stupid small. Yeah. This man, I can't tell you that the closest, like I said, that he got to me was this clapping my ass, like this clapping my ass, and he just opens my ass. Guys, until today, there are people that do things like this. You can't open an ass like what's up? Pamsorope aska, pamsorope magarapo, that ass crack. You're not gonna kutsemuka. Do you know that? Like if you open an ass too wide like this, do you know that? I don't know whether it is or they just be gentle on these genitals. They're vitals. They're very sensitive things. You see, these things that you touch. People think, oh, just because it's ass, it can take a beating. No, when you are doing it from the back, stay away from. Let me see if women, you agree with me. When I answer no true, it's not cute. I'm going to eat it. What? If you are getting it from behind and you're opening your ass, let me see, my love, if you girls, I'm telling the truth. Sometimes the guy opens the ass so wide, the ass cracky, even after the sex, you don't go to Vaseline, and then you can't really dance, you can't really do anything until it's like the skin overstretches. It's almost like you're gonna go to the mirror and you're gonna just check on the mirror or something. You see, I am a lover. You see, guys, you must listen. Take notes. He did it so this guy, he literally opened my ass like I don't know, right? When you're opening a girl's ass, you don't open it like this. You then you open like this. That's how you open a girl's ass. Not like this. Like this. You, and then you get your goodies. But don't open. Well, ancestor Tate Guru did that. But remember, eyes on the prize. Girls can suffer rough sex if they know there's a prize at the end of this whole thing. The roughness is for you. It's got nothing to do with me. When you want to shower rape or whatever, it's got nothing to do with me. See, sometimes so far it's good to miss or whatever, but I have to be in the mood for it, right? No lubrication, no nothing. And even though I was of age, we didn't know as you get older, your sex grows, your knowledge about these things grows. Have you noticed that the way you used to have sex when you were young is not the same way you enjoy sex? You enjoy sex when you get older than when you are younger. It just works like that. My ass, and he got in. I literally had to say get out, and then you know, sir, the saliva from down there. There's this. It's not icky. This saliva. And then I moisturized myself, and then I swear I'm not making this up. There were less than 50 strokes. I knew at that time that if you go it somehow makes them happy. It makes them think they're doing a good job. If you and you I knew that if you make those sounds, it stimulates their whatevers that gives them energy and gives them the illusion that they're doing a good job. So I did that. I went, with no expression on my face. I wanachi, no expression. Kwanzi didiwe protection. Madara waya anopfeka protection ekanza netrish. Paka pasina protection. Kana te. Listen, and if I tell you that my mother wrote me off saying this one is dying, like this one, like she's like, that's her. I don't even know. Sometimes when you have ever had an HIV test back in the years, then you start thinking, if I have AIDS, if I have AIDS, that. I knew. But you're in the heat of the moment. You want money. You don't care. And I thought to myself, I have one boyfriend. I literally just dumped him. So this guy is my boyfriend. So what is the point of Dr. Skoranji? And you let that idiot in. At that moment, it's still 3 minutes. The 3 minutes is saying that life is only allowed 4 hours. The 3 minutes. I swear it was. It is 3 minutes. So I just have to talk to you. Live is finishing in 2 minutes. It was 50 strokes. 50 strokes, I swear to you. And then I just heard a sound in the middle of my I heard that's the sound that he made when he's coming. I'm thinking he's choking or it's a wounded animal or something. And so I look back and his face and his nose. Remember, I'm gonna shut. So he's like, he's like I was being electrocuted. And he's standing on his toes. And like, let me see if I can restart this life.